Alright guys, today we're going to be ranking all 182 characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in their DP ranks. That does not mean that in this list we are saying that DP characters are already better than other characters based on their DP. I would say a lot of the DP2 characters are better than the majority of the DP6, even DP7 characters. So there, that is to keep in mind. This isn't ranking them comparative to each other, but if you guys want to get the full thoughts on where we think characters place, make sure you guys listen to the entire video all the way through. Other than that, we will be ranking the characters based on both single battle and also DP battle. It's going to be a little bit of mix of both, and we will be considering the importance of transformations and fusions and all that stuff while we're making this list. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment below your thoughts on the list, as well as if you would make any changes to it or how your experience has been with Sparking Zero. With that being said, grab your senzu beans and be ready, because it's going to be a long one. Alright guys, we have Mr. JoJo's joining us for this tier list. JoJo's, give us a little introduction of yourself.
Hello, yeah, I'm Joe. I'm super keto main, super very broken, and I like it. I was top 1 on PS5 ranked single battle. I believe I'm still top 10. And I like to think I know enough about the game.
Yep. And then we have Mr. Goog joining us as well. Give us a little introduction.
I play DT Goku. This is my first fighting game, but I've been playing non-stop since 10. So.
Special, give us a little introduction. I also clapped yours a couple times. Don't forget.
One time, 2 times,
Hey, man. But yeah, we got a couple people. A lot of these guys are high ranks. A lot of these guys are really good at the game, and we all just have a good bit of experience to go off. I'm currently like I think top 100 on the G4 ladder and like top 2 or top 300 on the overall ladder for the PC. So we've all been putting the game a lot. I have like almost 100 hours on the game already. I have actually looked at every single character and just looked at what they do and stuff. So I feel pretty confident where we are right now in the state of the game. We're about a week in to go ahead and start making this tier list and really figure out like where some of these characters are. With that being said, let's get into it. So the first character obviously we're going to talk about is Hercule. So Hercule's kit is basically that he sucks and he's the worst unit in the game. He can't combo or hit anybody. Everybody is immune to him, including himself. His 2 skills are just 2 rush attacks, and then his ultimate is also a rush attack. He has no auto sparking. False Courage just gives like a defense buff or like resistance to interruption. And then Royal Rainman is also just like a stat buff. It gives him like damage up and stuff. There's nothing good about this guy, man. At the very least, I think if Royal Rainman had auto sparking, Hercule could be good, because in auto sparking he can combo people, but he just doesn't have that. So he's just a 1-cost character you throw on just to fill the spot. You guys got anything to say about him?
I mean, yeah, you only run him if your main team is 14 DP and you throw him on just to have DP number.
Yeah.
You're never going to intentionally run him.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna go ahead and pull up
opinion,
the. Oh, go ahead.
You find False Courage with like the Turkey Bomb spam. You can get honestly a lot of value out of him, considering his Turkey Bomb's unguardable. He has some value. So he's not like.
Yeah, just spam Present Bomb, pretty much.
Yep.
But yeah, either way, he is the only DP1 character, so he is just gonna hold down that DP1 spot. We are gonna go ahead and put him on the tier list now. There he is. All right, Mr. Satan is going into the top of DP1 by default. All right. Now let's go to DP2. So we have Chaozu here, who has telekinesis, after image. Telekinesis is unguardable, and if you let them hit you with it, it'll paralyze you. Obviously, after image dodges 1 attack, and then they can do whatever they want. Dodon Ray is pretty good. Psychic Rock, though, is whatever. And then Farewell, Mr. Tien, I believe is not unguardable, right? As I checked, it does do a lot of damage, but it does put him at 1 HP as well.
Yeah, but he's a low HP character, so you can attack off him.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's probably one of the better DPs.
I would still say he's on the bottom end, but yeah, he is somewhat usable, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say definitely like mid, just because of after image.
Yeah,
I mean, after image is good.
Does his health be stronger? I know.
No, it doesn't. You can.
He doesn't.
Fucking. Because the thing is with telekinesis and shit, you can just sidestep.
I mean, yeah, you can sidestep, but
And then the other thing you can also do is you can just charge if you do a perfect smash, you can go behind them and hit it, and that'll break it. So even if it has super armor, you can break it. And I don't think his has super armor because it's fucking Chaozu. But even if it does, I don't think it makes much of a difference in his placement.
Yeah. I'd say he's like.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now he's just going to be the top, but he is the first DP2 character here. But that's pretty much what Chaozu does. Moving on to the Frieza Force Soldier. So Frieza Force Soldier has full power charge, which is the same thing as Vegito Blue, where it gives him like full ki. But funnily enough, his gives him full ki and stat buffs. Then he also has sleep, which is, you know, decent. You get some health back, you get some ki back with that. He has energy wave and full power energy wave, which are all just normal stuff, and then life risking blow, which is like unguardable or anything. It's just normal special. But that's pretty much it for Frieza Force Soldier. I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's 4.
Yeah.
I mean, with sleep, how often do you
Yeah. You,
Never.
almost
Literally
never.
You're never gonna get it.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
You're never gonna
Yeah.
get on.
Yeah, because I feel like with a lot of people, they'll just perfect counter you, and then you can't get sleep value. So
Literally, the Yajirobe's just a better version.
yeah.
You're always gonna run Yajirobe with 3 people.
But to be fair, sleep is 3 cost, whereas I believe sleep is 3 cost.
Yeah, but sleep should be. I mean, for Kid Buu, sleep is 4. I don't know how much it would be for 3 people.
It might be 4-2 for him, but
I can check
if it's 4, then yeah,
5.
yeah.
Since it came 5, the Yajirobe also starts with the game last time.
Ye
Really dumb.
yeah, but it's also like Frieza Soldier also has actual ki blast and like can fly and shit like that. Yajirobe doesn't have that.
Also,
I think being able to practice at
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that good.
oh, but
it's
his
literally
apparently
toes.
his ultimate hunter.
Oh, is
Mm.
it? I mean, if that's the case, that makes it a lot better.
For Frieza Soldier?
That
Okay.
makes it a lot better.
Yeah, I'll just have a Goog. You just hop in with the characters and double check what I say in case I miss something, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I would say he is probably. I would say he's better than Chaozu.
I mean, if it's old and unblocked,
Yeah. And then he also has like the sleep potential value as well. So I would say he's better than Chaozu at the very least.
Yeah, I would agree.
Frieza Soldier. There he is. Okay. So we are gonna go ahead and put him above Mr. Chaozu for now. Then we have Guldo, who is a fucking goat. So Guldo, he has auto sparking with fighting pose 4. He has obviously the process, same thing as Chaozu. Then he also has Psychic Rock though, which doesn't have anything special. Full power energy blast volley, which isn't anything special. But the Guldo special is a very quick unblockable ultimate, which I think automatically makes it better than the other 2 units because he has an auto sparking with it.
Yeah.
You guys got any thoughts on the goat Guldo, man?
I mean, I've been running him. He's my most used character in DC Battle right now. I would say probably a top 3 DC character.
We'll
I
see.
think he's very strong.
Definitely clutch it up for you.
Yeah. He is definitely the GOAT Guldo, one could even say. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put Guldo as the current best DP2 character. Because it just keeps getting better the higher we go. Then we have Mr. Master Goat Shi, who has After Image Strike, which is one of the most broken, if not the most broken skill in the game, I would say.
Number 1 already.
Yeah. False Courage is whatever. I would not ever recommend using it, especially because you can just use the fucking stock for After Image Strike. Then he has Original Kamehameha, which isn't anything surprising, but then this is where it gets interesting. He has Thunder Shock Surprise, which is an unguardable 4 keybar move, which is very quick. And then he has Evil Containment Fade, which is a short range energy move, which is also unguardable.
Yeah, I think he is the second best DC character on Yajirobe.
Alright, and then I do think Roshi is going to be the best DP2 character right now on the list.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's better than
Alright, there we go. There is Mr. Roshi coming in. Then we have Master Roshi Max Power, who has False Courage and Pump Up, which are both
I would
really
think
mediocre. And then there is Original Kamehameha, Turtle School Ultimate Fist, and Max Power Kamehameha, which have no special properties. The Turtle School Kamehameha Ultimate Fist is just a rush attack. Original Kamehameha, Max Power Kamehameha are both just beams. False Courage is again defense buff and resistance, and then Pump Up is just damage stat buffs. I would say he's the worst.
He's below Guldo.
Yeah, he is. I think he's just worse than Chad too,
I think he's the worst one so far, too, as well.
for sure. I would agree.
You think he?
Everybody above him at least has
I'd say he's better than the Frieza Builder. Chaozu,
Why?
he does get like stat buff. Plus, he also gets.
Yeah, but I would say Chaozu has the self-explosion, which does more damage than the Kamehameha. And then Frieza Soldier has the unguardable ult, which I think is better than Master Roshi's stuff. Frieza Soldier also, I would say, has better base skills than Master Roshi because he has sleep and full power charge, where Master Roshi just has stat buffs. I feel like full power charge is very strong because you just knock them away, you pop that, and you have full key, and you can just keep being aggressive.
Yeah, no, I retracted. That's actually like,
Yeah.
He honestly has
I could see the case for max power over Chaozu. I don't think they're that far apart.
They both suck, but Chad
Yeah.
Dodon Rays.
I feel like it's just, for me, it's not even the Dodon Ray. Dodon Ray is very good, but it's the After Image. After Image versus, like, having a defensive tech like After Image, I feel like is just really good. So I think that's why I would say Master Roshi is worse. I don't know. I think Joe would agree. I don't know about Guggen Special.
no, because you never want to. Yeah, no, I agree with that actually. He's like the lowest.
Okay. Let's hop into the next one here. It's going to be Cyberman. He has Acid, which is basically a shittier paralysis. He does have After Image. Cyberman Bomb works the same way as Chaozu stuff. And then he has nothing special on his other moves. They're just standard a beam and a rush attack.
I mean, Chaozu and Cyberman are literally the same character.
Yeah. I would say Chaozu's better because he has the paralysis.
Yeah, I'd say he's just a little better, but I think
Yeah.
Cyberman's still better than Roshi.
Yeah. Now I gotta find freaking Cyberman real quick. Where you guys gotta be looking out for these units.
He's right next to that.
Yeah.
Third line.
So, do you guys agree with this placement for Cyberman?
Yeah, I mean.
I don't think the gap is that big between these three, but I do think the gap's, like, I would say it's these three are kind of close. Then it's we'll talk about that once we get the full DP2 roster in there, and then we'll talk about like the gaps between the characters. The next DP2 character is Mr. Spopovich. So Spopovich has Servant's Lead and Power and Berserker. Both are just stat buffs essentially. And Berserker Crash is just a normal rush move. Mad Banquet is basically the same move that Yajirobe has, where he does like a little charge and hits you, and it's unguardable. And then he just has Magic Move of Direction, which doesn't do anything special. Can you check what his skills do for me? I'm pretty sure they're just stat buffs. I don't think they do anything else. I don't think he has an auto sparking with Berserker, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No, he just has stat buff. The Berserker Crash is unguardable.
Yeah. Oh, it's Berserker Crash, not Mad Banquet? It's whatever the 4-bar move is. That's the one that's unguardable. But that should be Berserker Crash. But yeah, that is pretty much it for Spopovich's kit. Let's go ahead and find him here on the tier list.
He has 3 health bars, right? Instead of 2. I assume he has.
I believe so.
Really
I mean,
him or
I'm pretty
Max
sure.
Power either way.
I mean, him and Roshi. I don't think he is gonna be as good as the Cybermans either way. Cyberman or Chaozu.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, it's between him and Roshi, wherever you want.
But at the same time, he does have that one unguardable move.
Yeah, which honestly, I'm not automatically kind of puts him above Roshi now.
Yeah, but is it enough to put him above Chaozu? Because the thing is, Chaozu and Cyberman don't have auto
No,
sparking.
it is. It's not enough to put that.
You don't think so?
No,
I feel like if these guys had auto sparkings, it would be better, but they don't. I feel like because they don't have auto sparking, you could argue Spopovich is higher than them.
I see it.
But again, it's one of those things where it's like the gap between them isn't that high.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could argue it either way.
Now we're starting to get into the big boys. We have Videl. Ironic, I said big boys on Videl. She has After Image Strike and an auto sparking with Super Unyielding Spirit. Her specials have no special properties and her ult has no special properties. They're all just rush attacks. But like After Image Strike, auto sparking. That alone I feel like makes her fucking top tier.
I think she's either above or below Pluto. I would say below.
I would say below as well. Yeah, I would agree with that because
Pluto is unblockable.
yeah, unblockable ult and auto sparking I feel like is stronger than that. But it's like After Image Strike too, man, because she has After Image Strike on top of that.
I agree, but she can't capitalize on it as hard as the top tiers with it can. kind of doesn't really do much damage. And
No,
for
she can.
her ult,
I've done 18k damage combos with her. You just
I
gotta,
assume against low defense characters.
huh?
I assume against really low defense characters.
No, against like G4s.
Really?
Yeah.
Like with a special though, right?
No, just raw combo. I could hop in and show you right now.
I mean, if that's the case, that is more helpful.
Because the other thing is this auto sparking, man. Like it's, because Gudo has auto sparking and a better ult, but it's like I feel like after image, because it gives her the option to be aggressive with auto sparking, and then it also gives her the option to be defensive with after image.
I mean, you're not gonna have enough bar for all the sparking and after the strike forward.
No, but you know, like it gives her the option to choose what she wants to do. That's what I'm saying. Like if she has 3 bars, she can choose.
Yeah. I don't know. I think an unblockable is very strong to have.
It is. That is true. This is.
It does, like,
Yeah, she can only have 4 skill. She can only have 4 skill gauges. So you have to pop it once you get to 3. But yeah. This is her combo.
wait,
I mean, she still does have after image.
I fucked it up.
she does.
Which. If you
Okay, it's with the special. She's only doing 8k without the special.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, 8K is not very.
I mean, she also
10k with the 10k. That was a raw.
Like, Gordo's doing that with double that with unblockable ult. So it's like,
Let me see what I don't know what fucking ult would do. Obviously, her ult isn't guaranteed to hit like Goldo's though.
I mean, I don't think you can play Videl for like.
Yeah, you're not really playing Videl for the damage. You're playing it for the after image strike. But yeah, like
You do get auto sparking.
I feel like Roshi
You need to.
her ult is doing 21.
That does that.
You're mostly just playing her to like block.
But yeah, I mean, I can see the case for, her being better or worse than Gildo. I think.
I would say no. I would say, I mean,
people
not
don't
better.
know how to
Udo
do
is
after
better.
image strike.
I
I
would
think she's definitely better than Gildo.
Yeah, I think she's a better dude stomper, but like higher up, I feel like Udo would be stronger.
There's gonna be a lot of after image strikers just being.
I don't know. I feel like 15 seconds of making the enemy have to play around you, because it's not like you can't counter the spamming key boss too. But I do definitely agree that Guldo being able to go fucking unguardable ult is more cheese than I feel like after him. Because the thing is, what Guldo can do, pop auto sparking, key blast spam you, and then unguardable ult.
Yeah.
And that just counters after image and counters anything else. So I can agree with it. Yeah. So I can agree with Videl being worse than her, but again, like I said, I could see the case for her being better.
Yeah.
The final DP2 character is the Yajirobe. So
I mean, he's the best one.
I do think that it is arguable between him and Roshi, though.
I agree, but I do think Yajirobe.
Yeah, I would say it's arguable between him and Roshi, though, just because Roshi has 2 unguardables. Yajirobe just has the 1 unguardable, and then he's basically just playing for the Senzu Bean. And if you don't let Yajirobe get the Senzu Bean, or if he just can't get the combo in to get the Senzu Bean, like if you're just constantly pressuring him, he really can't be like what makes him so annoying. Whereas Roshi, he just needs key, and then he's hitting you with unguardables. He does not have an auto sparking though, which does make it harder to get it, but he does have after image strike to be a little bit more defensive. And then obviously Yajirobe, he has an auto sparking and a Senzu Bean, which is pretty good. But most of the time you're going to use it for the Senzu Bean, obviously. But he has the option. It's the same thing as Videl. Most of the time you're going to use after image strike, but you have the option to go into sparking mode.
I was gonna say, even if he uses Sensu Bean, he's still Yajirobe. He's still a slow, fat guy. He doesn't really do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, Roshi's kind of the same. He is really slow. He can't really fly. But he does have at least Key Blast. Yajirobe has Rocks, which I think is a really big gap. But yeah.
Plus, if you also have to think about it, he has to have like max skill gauge. And
I mean, yeah.
he's using perception and super perception.
Yeah, you can't use Super Perception on Yaji because you need skill gauge for your Senzu.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why they
so-
made him start with 2 blast gauge though. That's such a strong thing.
Yeah.
to have.
But this is what we're looking like on the DP2 list. This is all in order. And as far as I believe that we've all pretty much come to this conclusion, Spopovich and Roshi are basically equal. You can switch them out as you wish, but Spopovich is a little better as he has an unguardable. Cyberman, Chaozu, Frieza Soldier are all pretty relative to each other as well. And then Videl is where the first big gap comes in between these 4 characters and these 4 characters. And then there's no real gap between any of these except for basically Roshi and Yajirobe. Yoshi and Yajirobe are a little bit better than Goto and Videl comparatively. I think that pretty much sums up the DP2 for us.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
All right. First DP3 is going to be Majin Leader, Mr. Babidi here. He has Demon Eye, Wizard Barrier, which Demon Eye, I believe, is a paralysis, and Wizard Barrier is just like an explosive wave. And Pui Pui Nice Shot in Ultimate Explosive Power. Ultimate Explosive Power is an AoE, so you can kind of make that into an unguardable. Pui Pui Nice Shot has nothing special. And then Super Electroshock Sorcery is an unguardable ult. But this guy does not have any auto sparking.
Yeah, what are his last stock abilities?
I believe he has Wizard Barrier, which is basically explosive wave, and then his first one is essentially just a paralysis.
It wasn't good. That sounds. I mean, that doesn't sound very good. He has low stats too. I can say low stats too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good. I mean, he's the first one.
Yeah, he's the first one here.
Yeah, I would say he doesn't have an auto sparking, so it's ungripple ult.
Yeah.
Get that off.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to
You're
get it off.
You're never gonna.
But
I have used. Let me get the little thing. I have used Babidi before. That was old method. He's very bad. He's just,
yeah.
his combos are bad. Everything about him is bad. He's just unusable.
Yeah.
Dude, can you just check the Demon Eye for me though? Can you check Demon Eye and make sure that it's just a paralysis?
Yeah, it is paralysis.
Okay. Okay. All right, and then the next DP3 character is going to be Birder, who has After Image, which is very good. He has Auto Sparking with Sparking Special Fighting Pose 2. And other than that, his specials are not anything crazy, and his ultimate is not anything crazy. However, Birder's normal combos are extremely fast, and they're very hard to play around and actually get a perfect counter on. But that's pretty much it for Birder.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd say Bird is one of that DP3.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there. But he's definitely better than Babidi.
I don't think he's like top 3, but I think I mean there's a lot of definitely good. He's one of the better ones.
I think there is not that many good DP3s to begin with, so yeah. But he's definitely better than Babidi. Yeah. And then the next DP3 character is a Cell Jr., who has Explosive Wave and Solar Flare. And then he has Special Beam Cannon, Innocence Rush, and Super Kamehameha, which have nothing special. That is pretty much it. I don't think we need to know what Solar Flare and Explosive Wave do. I think we all know what those do. So,
Solar Flare is not very good.
yeah. Solar Flare, you can literally block while that's happening. Like,
I would say he's better than Bobby, which is a low bar, but I mean, definitely not better than Burger.
And special beam cannon.
I would, yeah.
is not an unblock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to block everything you get.
I would just say he's better than Babidi because he has the, I mean, honestly, him and Babidi are the same fucking unit.
I think he has more stats than Bobby, right?
He might, but him and Babidi are basically the same fucking unit.
Yeah, definitely better than Bobby.
Yeah, I would say the better accurate term is just that they're equal because they're basically the same unit, but
Yeah, I mean, both explosive wave merchants. But
Yeah.
I think Cell Jr. has higher stats.
Yeah.
Better, but not by a margin normal.
all right. Next up, we have Kui, who has False Courage, which is obviously the defense buff. Then he has Sleep, and then he has Full Power Energy Wave, Full Power Energy Wave combo, and Aha Lord Frieza, which has no special properties.
Kui is horrible. Don't see worse than Bobby. Kui is horrible.
Yeah, because at least they have Explosive Wave. This guy just has Sleep.
Yeah, and you're never going to land a combo with Kui to get the sleep off, so you're important.
But yeah.
Nothing special.
Next up is Dodoria, who has Pump Up, which gives him a stat buff, False Courage, which gives him a defense buff, and Resistance Interruption. And then none of his special moves have anything special. They're all just charged, like they're just
I
charged.
thought he charged was unblockable.
The I think the Chao Mao Kao is the beam, and then the Dodoria Headram I think might be unblockable, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he already had red was unblockable.
if it is, then it's a 4-bar move still, which it makes him better than freaking Cell Jr. and or not better than Cell Jr. but better than Babidi and Kui by default if it is unblockable, which I believe it is.
It is unblockable.
He is a little slower side for sure. His normals aren't too fast. Better than Cell Jr. Yeah, probably. He doesn't have Explosive Wave to get out of stuff, but like just having an unblockable move is very strong.
Yeah, I mean, that move's that means you spam that move.
Yeah. But I would say him and Cell Jr. are pretty close. I don't think there's a big gap between the two. Now I think we have the first actually good DP3 character besides Birder, which is going to be Gohan Kid, who has auto sparking with super unyielding spirit, I believe, and then he has after image strike as well. So the same thing as Videl, and his specials are nothing crazy. They're all normal specials. Super unyielding spirit might just be a stat buff. I could be wrong about that. Let me see.
No, it's a sparking.
It is sparking. Okay. Yeah.
Videl with higher stats,
Yeah, he's just Videl with higher stats. Yeah.
which makes him better than
Everybody else.
Up Bird.
I would say, I mean, Birder has.
Hey, Bird.
Yeah, because I feel like after image strike is just, you know.
I mean, it's better than that.
Yeah. But Birder does have better base combos than Kid Gohan because he's much faster. That's the main thing Birder.
Does Gohan have two reveals?
I'm not sure, but I'm assuming 3.
If he has 3, then yeah, he's better. If he only has 2, then 1.
I would say either way they're comparable. Like there's not a gap between them. Then we have Goku Teen, who also has after image strike. Then he has False Courage, which is basically useless. And then his special moves are not the special. He has Kamehameha, commence and counter attack, and keep going.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good.
I would say he's just better than Midoriya at best. If anything, he's comparable to him.
Well, I mean, the difference Cell Jr. kind of. Well, no.
Cell Jr. doesn't have after image strike.
Yeah.
I would say he's comparable to Midoriya. You could say he's better or worse. It doesn't make a difference.
I'd say he's better after image strike is better than.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Midoriya is actually
Because the thing is, you can use after image strike and dodge ultimates. You can dodge special moves. You can dodge literally anything in the game for free. So for 15 seconds, you know. Then we have Jace, who has explosive wave, which is good. He has auto sparking, which is good. And then his special moves are not the special. He has full power energy wave, crusher ball, and purple comet attack. I would say that already makes him better than Midoriya.
Yeah, not mine.
Huh?
Yeah, Jason's solid.
Yeah. I don't think it's enough to make him better than Team Goku, but I do think it's comparable because after image strike versus auto sparking and explosive wave basically is what we're talking about.
Jason's ult doesn't do that much damage, so I mean, I
Yeah.
would say Team Goku's better. If Jason's ult was better, then I would put him above. But
Moving on to Krillin, we have Solar Flare and After Image Strike, both very good, obviously, except for Solar Flare. Kamehameha and Spread Energy Wave are nothing crazy. However, Chain Destructor Disc is an unblockable ult, and it's very quick.
it's gonna be hard to get ults in, but I don't think it's possible.
I would say he's probably just better than Team Goku.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Because if you do manage to get the ult, you'll get the value out of it.
Yep.
Krillin. Alright. Now, the next one here is going to be Nappa. And Nappa has Saiyan Spirit and Pump Up, which are both just stat buffs. And then he has Volcano Explosion, Blazing Storm, and Nappa Cannon, which I believe had no special properties.
Yeah, Nappa's awful.
I think he just has better stats than most of these characters.
Like AoE or something. Like Nappa Storm's like kind of AoE-ish, and it drags.
The Blazing Storm?
No, doesn't he have Nappa Storm or whatever?
It's Blazing Storm. But I know, yeah, it's called Blazing Storm. I know the one you're talking about, because what it does is it goes where the enemy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not like, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah. I would say Nappa would fit in on... Because he does have much better stats than most of the lower tier characters here in DP3. I think he just kind of he's like right there with Midoriya, like he's better or worse than Midoriya. Yeah, I would say he's worse just because of the unblockable.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Man, DP3 really does not have that many very good characters.
We're getting there. We're getting there. The next one here is Pan GT, who has After Image Strike and Saiyan Spirit. Saiyan Spirit is just a stat buff. After Image Strike, we don't need to fucking talk about it. It's the most broken thing in the fucking game. Kamehameha, Gyro Missile, and Maiden's Rage have no special properties.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty much a Team Goku, but I think...
But better
I
stats.
don't think there's... Does she have better stats?
I'm pretty sure she has better stats.
Yeah, then just put her above Team Goku. They're literally the same.
Yeah. Then we have Mr. Raditz, who I do enjoy playing a little bit, but what Raditz has is he has auto sparking with full power, Saiyan Spirit is stat buff, and then he has nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty bad.
He's basically just the worst Jace.
I would say he's literally worse than Jason. Yeah, I'm supposed to play with Jason.
Yeah. Next up is Raccoon, who does have 3 health bars. He has False Courage, which again, like, it's pretty much useless, but it's defense and resistance buff. auto sparking with spark SP fighting pose 1, and I believe that he has no unblockables.
He does not.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
But his ult is very good.
his ult is very good. His ult is an AOE.
I would say Doom is either right above or below Burst.
It's hard. That is hard.
He has eyes on the DP3 character.
Just for saucy charge animation,
He does have it, like,
Because the thing with Raccoon's ult is that it is blockable.
It is.
So if you're fighting somebody who knows that they can literally just wait and turn around and block it, they will just block his ult.
But if you go behind them after a hard knockdown, it's kind of hard to avoid.
No, they can't avoid it at that point. They have to PV.
you also have to
And even then, it still hits.
Yeah, but they have
the
to.
charge to get
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess you do have.
No, he is auto sparking. That's not an issue. I think he's automatically better than Jace. Like he's starting off here in consideration. He's better than Teen Goku because Teen Goku just has after image. Pan just has after image. Krillin also just has after image. He has a good ult, but he doesn't have an auto sparking to get to it.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can
it's
potentially
between
spam
him and Burst. It's between him and Burst.
Yeah, and I would give it to Raccoon because I think an AOE ult,
would-
like Raccoon has the better base combos, but being able to just go auto sparking and AOE ult is, I think, it's just free, bro. It's just free.
Yeah. Especially as I've seen you utilize that.
Yeah. I hit somebody with it 5 times in a row. But yeah, next up we have Big Boy Zarbon, Super Zarbon, who has False Courage, High Tension, which I believe just gives him a couple key and stat buffs. It might be a full bar key. I could be wrong, but I think it's either a full bar key or 3 bars of key.
I think it's 2.
Might be that too. It's something like that. It's a certain amount of key and then it's stat buffs. And Elegant Blaster is nothing special. Wild Pressure is unblockable, and then Monster Crush is also nothing special.
Yeah, it's 2 bars deep.
But yeah, that is pretty much it for Super Zarbon. He has 1 unblockable, and he has everything else that's garbage. And he is slow because he is big.
Because it is ultra unblockable.
Oh, it's the ult, not the normal move?
Yeah, it's just the ult.
Yeah, but then he has no auto sparking to get it. So for Super Zarbon, I'm thinking. I honestly, I want to say he's fucking worse. He's basically just a worse Dodoria, because Dodoria has the unblockable in his base, and Zarbon needs sparking to get into his unblockable.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would say he's just worse than Dodoria. And the next one is Yamcha, the goat, who has after image and auto sparking. That is the only special thing. I don't believe Spirit Ball is unblockable. I'm pretty sure it's just a normal beam.
Yeah, I think Yamcha's not very good.
He's not very good.
I think below Jace, probably.
Well, what was Raditz's other skill? Was it fucking Courage?
It's a Saiyan Spirit.
So it's basically Saiyan Spirit versus After Image, which I would give to After Image. Yeah. Yeah, I would say Yamcha's just better than Raditz. Wait, why is he not better than Jace? Does Jace have After Image Strike?
He has.
Explosive Wave.
Yamcha, yeah.
I mean, After Image, because you get Explosive Wave while you're getting knocked away, I believe.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I would say Explosive Wave is better than After Image, but it's uses. It depends on the uses. If somebody's trying to throw a raw ult at you, can just After Image it.
Yes. Well, you can raw explosive wave too before it gets.
Yeah. But yeah, they're very close. I don't think there's a gap there, but the final DP3 character is just base Zarbon. He has a Wild Sense, which is obviously you dodge and counter, very good. Full Power, which gives him, I believe, auto sparking, and I believe it's auto sparking because Raditz has the same thing.
Yeah, it's all.
And he has Shooting Star Arrow, Bloody Dance, and Elegant Blaster, which I believe have no special properties. But I feel like that is already a pretty good base, because that's basically what G4 is, minus the stats.
I mean, yeah. The stats are a very, very big gap.
Yeah. But I feel like that. Auto sparking and Wild Sense versus After Image Strike is a lose, and then Krillin doesn't have auto sparking. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But I mean,
how
Pan
high value
has
auto-sparking
stat and After. Yeah. Yeah, you could say this. Because you can just go auto sparking and then key blast spam. So, yeah, I can see that for sure. All right, that is it for the DP3 characters. This is the final one on there. Do we think we need to make any changes?
No. No. It looks good.
All right,
Yeah, it looks good.
that is going to be the final finisher for DP3. That is the fully organized DP3. Let's go ahead and move on now to DP4. We are starting off with Android 19. So, Android 19 has False Courage, which is useless. Pump Up does give him super armor. And then Full Power Energy Wave, High Power Rush are nothing special. Drain Life 19, I want to say is unblockable, but I don't think it
but
is.
it's very strong.
Yeah, Drain Life 19, what it does is when it hits you, he gets to basically drain your life. He takes your key, he takes your HP. Yeah, he heals a fuck ton. And the other thing about him that's really special is he does every time grab also heal. He takes your key and heals.
Lower your key. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he is very good. He is very, very good. Especially in DP battle.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
know how to use the grab key, you're gonna get the most value out of it.
The next character is going to be Bardock, who is very strong. He has Shockwave of Rebellion, which is basically an explosive wave that gives you auto sparking. He has Saiyan Spirit, which gives him stab buffs. And then his special moves are nothing crazy. He just has Riot Blaster, Final Revenger, and the Final Spirit Cannon. It's a Russian and then like a 2 key boss.
I don't know.
I don't think he's better than Android 19, but I do think he's very good.
I would probably gonna.
I think in a solo battle, he's better than Android 19, but in DP battle, he's worse.
Boy, but this is fearless.
This is an overall tier list.
Boy, well, yeah.
His Shock of Rebellion also docks. It also counts as like useless.
Well, then again, we are talking about DP. Well, we're using DP as an organizer more so than like this is a DP tier list.
You're never really using either of these characters in solo rank, though. I mean, you can. I mean, you try. I mean, it's not really gonna go well, though.
I mean, no, it can. Bardock can work at solo ranked.
Also,
I think it folded by one shot
Shock
lower
of
rank.
Rebellion is 4.
Where is fucking?
Vor?
It's Vor, yeah.
Takes 4. and
He's
it also
next to
counts
yeah.
as,
Next to
an
yeah.
explosive
Should
wave.
be up here then. There he is.
Yeah, and get you and Trump. Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, that's where Bardock's gonna pop in on the list. Let's go ahead and move on to the next unit, which is Captain Ginyu, who has auto sparking, dangerous shock. I believe it's just a stat buff. If it's either that or a paralysis.
It hurts him to get that buff up.
Yeah. And then Full Power Energy Wave and Galaxy Dynamite are nothing crazy. However, Body Change is a unguardable ultimate move where when you change bodies with them, they can no longer switch, they can no longer press special moves, they can no longer use their skills. It is just straight
And
hands.
get their health bar.
And you
get their-
and you get their character.
Yeah.
So
I'd say it's like really.
I think Ginyu is the best out of these guys. I think
yes.
Ginyu is a family guy.
Yes. If you use Ginyu correctly, he is
Yeah,
Very
body change
freaking
can be
good.
one of the strongest tools in.
yeah. 100%. Then we have Mr. Android 20, who is just a worse Android 19 because he has no super armor. Everything else about him is the exact same as Android 19.
He does have
Probably
full
better.
courage. Wait, doesn't he have a not be
No.
Does he?
I don't believe so. I don't think there's a move like that in the game that stops you from switching out. But I would say he's just worse. He's just a worse Android 19.
Yeah, just put him right below.
Yeah. And the next DP4 is Dr. Willow.
Oh yeah.
Velo, very good.
Velo is very good. He has a unguardable special. He has an unguardable skill right there. I believe it's Gigantic Bomber that's unguardable. It's either Gigantic Bomber or Photon Strike. It's one of those that's an unguardable move. He has Barrier, full powers, and auto sparking. His base attacks are very good. They're basically unblockables that do hella damage. He has a dash in that you can't block. All you can do against Willow is just Percept or try to get behind him. And it's very annoying to play against that also because he has a hella armor since he's a giant. So I would say he's right under Ginyu, honestly.
I would agree. I would put him underneath. Yeah. If you let a Willow get full power off, you're not gonna have.
Also, he doesn't have to charge as well. By the way.
Yeah, he auto charges.
Yeah. Wheel. I don't know why they made Wheel so good. It's very good.
Then we have a Gohan Adult, who has a Wild Sense and Full Power Charge. Full Power Charge does not give him Auto Sparking, it's just stat buffs and Ki. Explosive Cannon and Explosive Flash Strike, which are also, again, nothing crazy. And then Super Kamehameha. He does transform into Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Great Saiyaman. We're gonna factor that in, yeah. We're gonna factor into what they transform into.
Okay, so if we're factoring with potential value, I would put him up above or below Wheelo.
I would say below.
Okay, yeah. Below Wheelo.
So we'll talk about why when we get to the transformations for him mainly, but from my experience, the only good transformation this Gohan has is this Super Saiyan Gohan. However, that Super Saiyan Gohan, the only thing that's good about him is that his ultimate is unblockable, but he has no auto sparking. So it's very hard to get.
Yeah.
So that's why this Gohan Adult is just not that good, to be honest. But honestly, his base version is arguably his best version. To be honest, his base version is arguably his best version.
Very.
But yeah. Then we have Mr. Teen Gohan, who does... he has Wild Sense and Full Power Charge, which are very good. You know, full Ki, stat buffs, Wild Sense is good. But he does transform into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who's like a fucking top 10 unit in the game.
Yeah. Okay, so he is above.
I would say you can argue him above Ginyu.
I would say you could based on the fact that Gohan is so strong.
Yeah, and it's not hard to get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's just 2 stocks.
It's not difficult.
I was gonna say, just base Gohan. I would like if we're gonna talk about like transformations, I would say you should do something below Gohan, factoring in.
I mean, if we're talking just base Gohan, no transformation, he's the exact same unit as adult Gohan.
I don't know if he has more value than because of body change.
I think this is arguable either way.
I think it's arguable because the other thing is you gotta remember is that the thing is he has to obviously get to Super Saiyan 2, but once he's in Super Saiyan 2, he has a ultimate which is unguardable that combos into a 30,000 damage combo. You can very easily just kill somebody with that.
Yeah, once you're in Super Saiyan 2, you kind of just have a TOD.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you have to get to Super Saiyan 2 and then you have to pop it into Spark, which is 5 shots.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could definitely see him being worse than Ginyu. I don't think that's a bad take. I do see that. But, yeah, they're very close. I would honestly agree more so with this just because Ginyu's fucking body change is super strong.
Yeah. Yeah. I would keep Ginyu on top.
Yeah. The next unit is going to be Goku Mini, a.k.a. Daima Goku. He has some very quick rush attacks. And his 2 skills are Sleep, which is a skill for sure. And warm-up exercise, which is just a stat buff.
Daima Goku 4. I'd say he's the worst.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Yeah, he's really bad.
The next unit here is going to be Goku Early, who has Kaioken and Solar Flare. Kaioken obviously just being stat buff. Kamehameha and Kaioken attack. However, Spirit Bomb is unblockable. That is his ultimate. He does not have auto sparking, but he does have an unblockable ultimate.
Yeah,
I would say he's just better than Goku Mini, and that's it.
Yeah.
Kaioken is fast, but
Yeah, but that compared to just Bardock going explosive wave sparking mode, you know, it's like, yeah, it's really.
I mean, is this Spirit? Wait, even if the first Spirit Bomb, so it's not like the big one?
Yeah, it's not the big one. It's just like a normal, like the small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if like Kaioken Spirit Bomb.
Yeah. The next unit is going to be Goku Teen, the normal one. Or no, it's Goten. They look the fucking same, bro. It's Goten, who obviously goes into Super Saiyan Goten, and you can also use him to fuse into Gotenks. His base, however, just has After Image, Sleep, and Boulder Toss, Barrage, Charge, which are nothing crazy. I think Charge at most might be unblockable, but I don't remember.
I believe it.
Yeah, and then he has Super Kamehameha. The main thing is that he fuses into Super Saiyan Gotenks. Super Saiyan Gotenks is one of the strongest characters in the game. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks fucking sucks. But it's mainly just his fusion value.
It costs 4 stock to get there, and you have to bring 6 stocks.
Yes.
So, and Goten
But
himself is nothing special.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
with base value Goten, I'd say he's like probably upper below Goku.
Yeah, Goten sucks. I think he's above Diamond. Diamond is so bad.
I mean, I think he's above Daima Goku just because of his fusion value.
Yeah, I mean, Diamond Goku's so cool.
I would say he's even better than Base Goku Mini or Base Goku Early, just because Base Goku Early is only good for his ult.
I agree.
Yeah, he doesn't have auto sparking. Yeah, he's not better than Sparlock. I think even with the auto sparking, he's not better than Bardock. It's just too expensive to go to Super Saiyan Gotenks. Because Base Gotenks isn't that great. You need Super Saiyan Gotenks specifically.
Yeah.
So, I do think Base Goten is gonna be down there as well. Next up, we have a Great Saiyaman, who has a Justice pose and Justice finishing pose. I think one of those is a stat buff and the other one's an auto sparking. I think. And then his special moves don't have anything crazy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot he was a playable character.
He shouldn't be. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, you can, I mean,
Yeah.
trash with garbage.
They're both just stat buffs?
Melee,
Yeah.
blast power is better than blast power.
Yeah.
Is it?
Daima is trash with garbage. I think Daima is better because of, I mean, he has a, Daima I'm pretty sure has a really high strike stat in exchange for literally no stat.
Yeah. I can see it. They're exchangeable, but I can see it.
Both work.
Yeah. Next up, we have King Cold, who has Explosive Wave, King's Dignity, which I believe is just a stat buff, Full Power Death Beam, Super Explosive Wave, which is an AoE, and Power of the Cold Clan, which I believe has no special properties.
It's just fishy edge from Rush. Pretty bad.
I think,
He's around early go-to. Well, does he have extra health?
He might, but I think the only good thing about him is just that he has an AoE. That's really it. He just has an AoE. I would say he's better than Base Goku Early just because of the AoE.
I mean, he has an AoE, he has explosive wave, and he has extra health.
Yeah.
Three decent things.
Because Goku Early is basically just a ultimate merchant.
He doesn't? He doesn't? That's really silly. Never mind. That's pretty bad. But yeah, I'd still put him above early good. Early doesn't have anything going.
Next up, we have Lord Slug, who obviously goes into Giant Lord Slug, which is already a a big jump like that. That's very strong. His base has Explosive Wave, which is decent. High Tension, which gives him some key and stat buffs. Finger Beam, Darkness Eye Beam, and Power of Darkness, which I believe have no special properties.
Well, I don't remember what Giant Slug has.
Well, for one, he's obviously just a giant, but his giant sucks. It's not anything
Like I
crazy.
said, being a giant is not meant to be good though. Constantly.
Yeah. His giant has Explosive Wave Pump Up, and then Darkness Eye Beam Super Explosive Wave. He does have an AoE. He does have an AoE as giant, and then he has Darkness Blaster.
Probably worse than Goten.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
As a giant, you basically just want to just stand down.
Yeah, that's all Slug would be good for.
Yeah.
And you would just pick Wheelo. I definitely.
Yeah.
Pick Wheelo.
Next up, we have the GOAT, Nail, who has Buying Time, which is, I believe, a defense stat buff, and Full Power, which is a auto sparking. He has AoE, I believe, with Super Destructive Wave. Full Power Energy Wave is just a normal attack, and Mystic Flasher has nothing special.
I don't think Super Destructive Wave is an average.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
It is? I think pretty sure it should be.
No, it should be an AoE.
No way they give Nail an AoE.
I'm pretty sure he has an AoE. I'm pretty sure I remember Genk using it. It's a very short AoE. It doesn't have too much range, but it's an AoE.
I mean, it's something at least, man. If he does that,
Yep.
okay. Alright.
I would say he's pretty good.
What is that?
Auto sparking and AoE is pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound like that.
I would say he's still worse than Bardock, though.
Bardock, yeah, give him a little Bardock. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was under 30. Not really starting.
Yeah. Then we have Piccolo, who has a Paralyzed Beam. Fucking sucks. All Out, which I think is an auto sparking. Explosive Demon Wave, I want to say is also an AoE.
It is not. No, that one's not.
That one's not? Okay.
That one's not.
Explosive. So, Explosive Demon Wave, Explosive Breath Cannon. Explosive Breath Cannon is, I believe, a rush attack where he just fires a beam out of his mouth. And then Special Beam Cannon, for some reason, is not unblockable. So,
Explosive Demon Wave is a pretty solid move regardless, though. It's a 2-bar that does pretty high damage, but it is short range.
yeah. I would say
I mean, having all the parts is a good thing to have. But like,
I would say he's worse than Nail because Nail has
Yeah.
an AoE. I feel like an AoE is just better.
yeah, for sure.
Because him and Nail are basically the same unit. It's just one has an AoE and one doesn't. If Special Beam Cannon was unblockable, I'd say Piccolo's really good.
Yeah.
Why it is.
It,
It
yeah,
should-
it makes no sense. That still it should be blocked.
Yeah. Next up, we have the GOAT, Mr. Garlic Jr., who I think is actually pretty good in the game. But let's take a look at his kit.
Don't know who he does.
I got you, bro. I got you with the knowledge, Joe. Got you with
Yeah.
that knowledge, bro. I might not be rank 1, but that don't mean I don't know the game.
I'm gonna-
Dude, can I fucking... Oh, God damn it, bro. It keeps tabbing me out for some reason. Alright, where's Garlic Jr.? Alright. So, Garlic Jr. has Ceiling Paralyzed Beam, which is pretty much useless. It's just a normal Paralyzed Beam. And then he has Mikio Star, which is just a stat buff. He has Death Impact, which is a unguardable rush attack, basically, I believe. It's kind of like a command grab. Darkness Illusion. Okay. Death Impact, I think, is just his rush attack. Darkness Illusion is basically a command grab short range rush attack. Then he also has Dead Zone, which is an unguardable ultimate.
It is.
Yep.
I don't.
It is hard to get Dead Zone. It is hard to get Dead Zone because he doesn't have auto sparking. But Make Your Star is very good too. It does give you very good stat buffs. Yeah. The Make Your Star, right? Yeah. I would say he goes. I feel I feel like this is the cutoff for him. I don't think he can be above Bardock.
I mean, I will always love Garo Jr. because I think my friend is Vegito with him. Very
Yeah.
funny.
I feel like the cutoff for him is Bardock because I feel like a super explosive wave with auto sparking is just that's just too much. I don't think I can say he's better than that.
Yeah.
But with Nail and Piccolo, I think you can say he's comparable to them, and then you could argue he's better because Death Impact is a very good base move that Nail and Piccolo just can't do anything about. And then if he does manage to get his sparking, which is going to be hard for him to get, but Dead Zone is also very good. So I would say he's like right there with Nail and Piccolo. I don't know exactly where we would put him though. There's Super Gully Jr. I would say he's worse than Nail, better than Piccolo.
Yeah, that works.
All right, next up we have Tapion, who is actually pretty good. He has Hero's Flute, which I believe just I want to say it like seals something, but I don't believe that's what it is. I believe it's just like a defense buff. Goo, can you check that for me? Check Hero's Flute.
I thought it was explosive wave, honestly.
No, actually no. Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, yeah,
He makes a little barrier around himself. That's what it is. He has like an
Yeah,
explosive with Hero's Flute, and then he has After Image. Brave Cannon is cool. I think Brave Slash is unblockable, and then his Brave Sword Attack is just a normal rush, and then his Ki Blast, if you charge them, are also unblockable. Same thing with the Yajirobe. That is pretty much it for Tapion. He's not too great, but he has some tools there.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
I would say he is probably maybe like worse than Lord Slug,
yeah,
because Lord Slug goes giant.
he does. He does do that.
Yeah, if we're basing it off of that, if we're basing it off of like,
If we were basing him like just in comparatively to like these guys not considering transformations, he is probably like right at Piccolo, at best. But yeah, that's Tapion. Now we have Gank's favorite character in the fucking game, Tien. He has Solar Flare and Wild Sense. Nothing too crazy. Wild Sense is obviously a pretty good counter. Dodon Ray is a very, very good beam attack. It has great tracking on it, and it's really quick. Tri-Beam and Neo Tri-Beam. So Neo Tri-Beam you can fire multiple times. Tri-Beam I believe you can also fire multiple times. But Neo Tri-Beam does a lot of damage when you fire it multiple times. He does not have an auto sparking though, so it is hard to get. But he's nothing too crazy. I would say he is worse than Piccolo, maybe even worse than Goten just because of the transformation.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the only really.
I want to say he's better than Goten just because of how, like his Dodon Ray is so good, but the Super Gotenks is just insane, man. Let's go ahead and put Tien in here.
Yeah. I mean, if he fights Lord Slug, Lord Slug.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Lord Slug also has Giant.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like Tien is actually just even worse than Lord Slug just because of the Giant.
I don't
Like,
think-
Tien, I would say Tien is here if you weren't considering transformations, but it's because these guys fuse into Gotenks and this guy goes Giant, I think Tien goes in here.
Yeah, I agree.
Joe?
Uh,
Okay. Next up, we have Kid Trunks, who has After Image and Finish Sign. Finish Sign is just stat buffs. After Image is After Image. He has a Key Blast attack with full power Energy Wave, and then he has Finish Buster and High Speed Rush. None of those are unblockable.
yeah.
He's just he's the same thing as Goten.
Yeah, I would just put him below good. Good time charge.
Yeah.
They're literally the same character.
Yeah. Okay. Now, no, we I think we still have more, bro.
Sure. Alright.
Next up is Sword Trunks, who is actually one of my favorite characters to use. So he has After Image, which, you know, After Image. Then he has Power Up to the Very Limit, which is an auto sparking. And his ultimate is a very quick, unblockable ult.
It also looks very cool.
It does look very cool.
Uh,
I would say he is
I mean, he.
probably... You could argue him above, I think, even Android 19.
I honestly forgot he was working on it.
I
Very-
mean,
very
yeah,
strong.
his ultimate was like extremely fast. Plus, it's like a wow.
I think you could argue him here. I think this is where he would stop. Because this guy just has like, I think he had Wild Sense and Key Charge, basically. He had max power.
His combos aren't really.
His combos are really good. He also has an unblockable Key Blast because it's a Sword Slash.
Yeah, I think he stopped him.
I think that's what the first Sword Trunks is. Yeah. Next up we have Turles, unfortunately. He has Explosive Wave, which is good. Can you check what Fruit of the Trio Might gives? Because I believe it is dog shit. It's just stat buffs.
I'm pretty sure he gets 3 of every stat, though. Like, he actually does hit pretty hard after.
Yeah, but then he has none of his special moves or anything special. Like Meteor Burst isn't unblockable or anything. Full Power Energy Wave, like that's where the issue comes in.
Yeah. If he had a way to capitalize on
And I think Fruit of the Trio Might only last for 15 seconds, I want to say. I wish Fruit of the Trio Might was just like a permanent buff like Evo for him.
I wish it was stacked.
That would be a lot better.
If it was, I think if it was a perma buff like Evo, then it would have been perfect because it makes sense. Like he eats the fruit once.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
also
mean,
pretty- it's too except for the blast power. Everything else-
oh, man, that's pretty bad. Probably above King Cold, I guess.
yeah, because Tapion has the unguardable.
Yeah.
Is Tian even better than Tapion?
Oh.
Carlos is worse than David.
Oh yeah, Turles is worse than Tapion, but yeah.
Tien, Daniel
It's Dodon Ray versus unguardables.
I would say I would
Wild
give
Sense.
Dodon Ray. Dodon Ray's a lot more spam.
You think so? I mean, Tapion can literally just spam his fucking charged Key Blast.
That's true.
After Image and basically Explosive Wave versus Wild Sense and Solar Flare is essentially useless.
It is, yeah, nah, I mean, Solar Flare is-
I feel like Tapion has the better skills. Tapion has the better special move. No. Okay. Tapion has the better skills. Tien has the better special moves. Tapion has the better ult. And then I think Tapion also has better normal combo too. His sword combos are better as well. And then better Key Blast. So I would say Tapion is better than Tien. And then Turles is going under Tien.
Yep.
Also, I've been trying to help you find these guys.
Next up we have Oob, who has a Wild Sense, which is good. Power Up to the Very Limit, which is an auto sparking. And then he has an AoE ultimate, and then Super Kamehameha and Blazing Barrage are nothing too crazy. But I think Wild Sense, auto sparking, AoE ult, that's already pretty solid.
I remember. Yeah.
Also, he does go into Maju.
And Majub sucks. So
I mean,
Majub's only good thing is I think he has Majin B, which is unguardable. Other than that, he sucks. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
But we'll see when we get to it, and we might move him around.
Hey, Basic is better than honestly.
I would too. Gotta find him though.
I think he's the red nail.
There, he's at the bottom. Yeah, cause him and Nail, I think he's better. Yeah.
But
I mean, I think he's better than even Bardock. I think he's better than Bardock.
you could say that, and I would agree probably.
Yeah, because Bardock just has AoE. He has AoE sparking, but it's 4 bars. And Bardock's special moves are not as good as an AoE. So.
Yeah.
And I would say you could say he's even better than Android 20, but I don't think he's better than 19 because 19 is super armor.
Yeah, no, he's not better than 19.
All right, now we have Mr. the guy who's terrorizing everybody trying to do story, Mr. Z Saga Vegeta, who transforms into Grade 8 Vegeta. He has Explosive Wave, Saiyan Spirit, which are stat buffs and a evasive basically. Galagun and Final Galagun, nothing too crazy. Dirty Fireworks, which also has nothing too crazy.
He sucks pretty bad.
And then he just goes into Grade Ape, who also sucks pretty bad. His Grade Ape has nothing.
Yeah, his grade is bad. He in general is very bad.
Yeah. I would say he is probably just better than King Cold.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because he can at least go Great Ape, and like, because all these guys down here, they can't go Great Ape, and Great Ape is just already more valuable than everything down here. Because I do think he gets like a little bit of HP when he goes Great Ape too.
That is the wrong character.
Wait, what? Is that not? Oh, that's base Vegeta early. My bad.
That's the wrong.
Scouter Vegeta early. There we go. He is going above King Cold. All right. That, I think, brings us to the end of the 4-cost DP characters. Any last minute changes you guys want to bring into this?
No.
All right. That is going to be it for DP4. Now we are at DP5.
We're going to be here for a while.
Yep. There is a lot of DP5 characters in the game. All right. So, DP5, we're starting off with Android 13, who has Wild Sense and High Tension. High Tension, I believe, is just a couple key, or it's just stat buff, or it's both. I think it's just 2 key and stat buffs. Yeah. And Wild Sense is obviously just the counterattack. Full Power Energy Wave is nothing crazy. Silent Assassin 13 is also nothing crazy. SS Deadly Bomber, I think, is just the normal, like, I think he does a Russian and then he does, like, the bomb. So it's also nothing crazy. But he does transform into Super 13, who I believe has an unguardable ult and super
He
armor.
also starts with 2 skill bugs.
That's very strong.
Yeah. And he does also have auto key charge. So.
So you can pretty much go into evolution.
Yeah.
That is true, actually. Yeah, you can literally just transform immediately.
So we're going to go ahead and put Mr. Super 13 as our first DP5 character, or Android 13, not Fusion. There is no Super 13. Next up, we have Android 16, who I think is actually pretty decent. He has Explosive Wave, obviously evasive. Pump Up is a stat buff. Hell's Impact is a normal Russian. Hell's Flash is a unguardable close range rush. And then Self-Destruct Device is obviously he explodes himself. Does a lot of damage. Goes to 1 HP, and it is unguardable.
Health Flash, I feel like if he had like super armor, that would be better.
Also,
You don't need super armor. It's just a rush.
the guy you just did.
Yeah, but
Like, we should just not give Blue Fart just that one.
High tension?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just that.
It's just that, yeah. But either way, you're instantly going into Super 13, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Since he's an Android,
Yeah. But yeah, Android 16, if he had auto sparking, I think would be better than this guy. But because he doesn't have auto sparking, I think he's just worse. Hell's Flash is good, but this guy just immediately goes into Super 13. So that is where we're at with Android 16. But I do like playing him a little bit. I do like that. Do like those 2 unguardable moves, and it's funny exploding on people sometimes. I think I exploded on Google earlier this morning, bro. I hit him with that Android 16 special.
We're down, eh? Can't do time.
All right, let's go ahead and put him into behind there. Next up, we have Android 17 from the Z Saga. He has Android Barrier and Finish Sign. Finish Sign is just stat buffs. Android Barrier is basically an evasive that you can, I believe, also use to just block ultimates because obviously it's an Android Barrier. Full Power Energy Ball, Photon Flash, and Sadistic Dance are nothing special. So I would say he's just worse than the other 2 that we've looked at so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay though because his super version is really good. Then we go into Android 18, who is a very fucking hot in this game. I don't know if you guys have seen her intro, but her intro will have a guy gooning, bro. Her intro will have you gooning. But what's it called? She has Android barrier. Obviously, we talked about how good that is just now. She also has auto sparking, which is very good for the fact that she's an Android that can't charge. She has an auto sparking mode with her skill. And Infinity Bullet, Energy Wave. I think Energy Wave is an AoE, I want to say. You could check that for me.
I don't.
And then Infinity Bullet and Sadistic 18 don't have any special properties.
You also search the
I think
three parts with skill and skill gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
the
not an
Android.
AoE.
It's not an AoE. Okay.
The Android starting skill gauges is so strong.
But I would say the way she is as is, she is going to be going right under Android 13. She might be above, depending on what Super 13 does, because all I remember about Super 13 is he has an unguardable ult, but I don't think he has any good skills. Android 18 should be
Yeah.
right there. For now, we'll leave it as her being under, but I believe she is probably going to end up being better than Android 13 once we get to Super 13.
Android 13 does not have the unblock.
Super 13. Fusion. His ultimate's unblockable.
Yeah,
Next up, we have Baby Vegeta. He has Explosive Wave and High Tension. As we just talked about, High Tension is just stats. Explosive Wave is obviously an AoE. He does transform into Super Baby 2 and Super Baby 1, and then he can also go into Grade 8 Baby. And I think that alone makes him the best unit so far.
Yeah, I believe Super Baby is a strong character.
Super Baby 2 is a very strong character, yes.
Yeah.
So I would say
then
where I just fucking dropped Baby Vegeta off somewhere. There he is.
If you're going off of that as well, he also goes into Greedy eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. That's a strong character.
Then we have Bergamo, who has Howl, which I believe is auto sparking and stout, and I want to say auto sparking and stat buffs. Because that's the same move that the Great Apes have.
I believe Bergamo sucks pretty bad.
Never even
Can you check his stuff for me? I believe Howl is an auto sparking and stat buff. Come at me, I believe, is a stat buff or a counter. And then his Wolfgang Penetrator, Danger Knuckle, and Triangle Danger Beam don't have any special properties.
I don't think Bergamo players exist.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do
why
go,
you-
bro. Do go, brother.
His Howl,
Yeah,
after Sparking Mode gives
Like Willow.
melee power, key blast, defense, blight. So, I assume it's like one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what's come at me?
And that is another step up.
Okay. But yeah, he's basically an auto sparking merchant.
Oh no, after taking an attack, melee attack power, key blast power, defense power, 15 seconds. You also perform a counter attack.
That's actually really good. That's basically just a really good wild sense that gives you stat buffs. I would say he goes above Android 18.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think Bergamo's at the bottom here
I
somewhere.
wish every time you hit him, he would slowly glitch.
Build up. Yeah.
That'd be a good pass again.
Then
That makes
then
sense.
you would play.
Next up we have Bojack, who does go into Super Bojack. He has Psycho Barrier, which is basically paralysis. Full Power, which gives him, I think, auto sparking. And full Power Energy Ball and Trap Shooter are nothing special. And Grand Sham Masher is also nothing special.
Cycle barrier is supposed to be not strong.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I think he is pretty good, and I low-key think he's better than his full power version. But that's just me though.
I mean, yes. I mean, the explosive wave and
Auto sparking.
instant sparking. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a strong combo to have.
Yeah. I would say he goes.
I put him below Baby too.
Yeah. I mean, it really just depends how good Super 13 is, which I don't remember him being very good.
I don't believe. Obviously, I don't believe he's very good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Bojack is better than both 13s, and he's also better than his full power version, from what I remember. But we'll see. Then we have Super Broly, who's the best unit so far because he goes into DBS Broly.
I mean, yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
We don't even need to talk about what he does. You know.
I still don't think Super Broly is that good comparatively to the other DP9 characters, but he sure is hell better than all these characters.
Yeah. I mean, this guy does have full power charge. So, okay, this guy, just to talk about him, he is actually pretty good. He does have full power charge, which gives him key and stab buffs. He has going berserk, which I believe is, I want to say auto sparking, or it teleports behind you.
Yeah, so
Fire
I mean,
charge is just.
And then Gigantic Crash is an unblockable special move.
whole key game. Okay, I mean that's
Going berserk is just sparking.
Okay, going Berserk is sparking and then full power. So he has 2 ways to get key, basically. And then I believe when you do full power charge, you can't stop them from getting it. It's like a little animation. And Gigantic Crash is an unblockable special move.
yeah. So I mean, you kind of just want to pop full power charge.
Yeah, and not to mention, obviously, he transforms into great units, too. His base is good, and he transforms into better units. Speaking of great base that transforms into better units, Z Broly. He has an auto sparking with Kakarot. He has Wild Sense. Kakarot, I believe, gives him stat buffs. Full power energy wave, which I want to say is just a normal key blast. High speed rush, obviously rushing down. And he has super explosive wave, which is an AoE ult.
Yeah, I mean, Z Broly.
And then he transforms into the fucking Z Broly, so, yeah.
He's the best DP5 in the game. I don't think it's arguable. It's completely unarguable. He's the best.
Yeah, because even if there's somebody that's better than this base guy, they're not beating Z Broly.
Yeah, I mean, Z Broly is arguably the best character in the game. So
I don't even think it's arguable, bro. Honestly.
I would disagree. I mean, I think it's between him and Jiren, honestly, but we'll get there when we get there.
We get there when we get there. Next up, we have Kabe, Mr. Better Than G4 himself. Explosive Wave and Full Power. Full Power is just Sparking Mode. Explosive Wave, obviously, is Explosive Wave. And then he has nothing special. And he does go Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. He's just a solid little base guy, man. He's just a solid little guy.
Him and Bojack are the same character. We'd have to compare their transformations.
The Kabes are better.
Them just put Kaba above Bojack.
Yeah.
We can just go between 1 and 2. Different ones.
Because they have the same base, pretty much.
Because the other thing is when you transform into shit, you get better stats. So
You do. Yeah.
I don't believe he's better than Super Baby Sue's transformations, though.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Then we have Caulifla, who is actually pretty good too. So False Sense and Wild Sense, False Courage and Wild Sense. Well, False Courage sucks. Wild Sense is a counter. She does have Super Explosive Wave, which is an AoE ult in her base, and then she has Crush Cannon and Full Power Energy Wave. Nothing too crazy on those. But when she does transform to Super Saiyan 2, she has Auto Sparking and her ultimate is unblockable.
And she can go into Kefla.
And she can go into Kefla. So I would say she is, in my opinion, I think she's better than base Broly Super.
What?
Thoughts?
Wait, what was your kid again? I kind of spaced that.
All right, give me a second. I'll repeat it. So she has False Courage, which is defense stat buff. She has Wild Sense, which is just the dodge and counter. Full Power Energy Wave, nothing crazy. Super Explosive Wave is an AoE special. And then Crush Cannon is nothing crazy. But when she goes Super Saiyan 2 Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, she has Auto Sparking, and she has an unguardable ult, and she can also fuse into Kefla. And Kefla, I would say, is better than DBS Broly.
Kefla's very broken. Yeah, DBS Broly's horrible.
Yeah.
Not horrible, but
I
he's
would
not
agree
great.
with that.
So yeah, I would say base Caulifla is better than base Broly Super.
They did ask Broly so wrong.
They did. Next up, we have the worst transformation line in the game, Mr. Cell First Form, who has Solar Flare, After Image, Kamehameha, Special Beam Cannon, and Drain Life Cell. Drain Life Cell, obviously, it heals him. Other than that, I don't believe it is unblockable, though. And then he does have After Image. And then he does transform, but all the cell transformations suck. So I don't know, man.
Speaking of characters done wrong in this game,
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah, here we are, man. I would say he is...
Yeah,
Honestly?
so crazy nerdy.
Honestly?
Are you saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, for like.
I'm saying, I think, I do.
I would put him above 13.
I think Super 13 is better. Fusion 13.
I mean, I just plus there's nothing like. There's nothing
I'm pretty sure Fusion 13 is better than the entire Cell line.
Yeah.
And then as far as Bergamo goes, he has auto sparking and his stat buffs over this guy. Android 18 has an auto sparking, and none of the cells have an auto sparking. So that alone, I feel like that. And then Android 16 has the fucking unguardables, because none of these guys' moves are unguardable except for second form cell. Now, moving on, we have second form cell, who's in the same DP. He has Solar Flare and Pump Up, which is a stat buff. He has a Drain Life Cell in his base, which is a heal, which is good. Yeah, and then he has Big Bang Crash, which is nothing crazy. He does have Unforgivable, which is, I believe, a unblockable AoE ultimate that does a massive amount of damage, but it puts Cell at 1 HP.
Yes, it does. Okay, well, he is not that bad.
He is not that bad, but he's basically just a slightly better, maybe worse Android 16, honestly. Because, okay, here's the thing. Him versus Android 16 is he has Drain Life, which heals him, but it doesn't command grab. Android 16 has a command grab special move. So it's, would you rather have an unblockable or would you have something that heals you if you hit it?
Yeah.
Because if you get both of their ults off, it does the same thing. So
I mean, also,
I would say you can argue him either way, but I'll say he's better than 16 because he can transform. His transformations are shit, but it's still, he can transform into something better.
I think putting yourself at like 1 health is like such a
Yeah, because you only want to do it when you're winning, right? You basically, the idea is you pop that and then you switch out. So like, let's say you kill somebody with his ult and then you switch out.
I mean,
In
you
DP.
could potentially heal off a bit, but
Because what you want to do is you want to switch him out and then you heal up a little bit off the bench. Then he comes back in and pops Drain Life Cell. And then you transform. That's how you would want to play that.
also his drain life doesn't.
Speaking of characters done wrong in this game, here's Frieza Z first form.
Yeah.
Psychokinesis is basically useless. Pump Up is a stat buff. Death Beam, Punishing Rush, and Death Ball are all just standard moves. They have no special properties.
Yeah, first one is
Death
horrible.
Beam is
And then all of his transformations are also dog shit except for
Yes,
full
they're all
power.
bad. Yes, they're all bad. So I mean, you're gonna take a while to get there.
Yeah.
I would say he's above Cell at least.
I think he's worse than
Yeah,
second form Cell.
yeah, he's worse than Cell, honestly.
He might be, I'd say he's better than first form Cell, but first form Cell goes to second form Cell, so.
What did they
I
do
would
to
say
this
it's better than
detail
first
in
form,
this
not
game?
second form.
This
Then
detail is so
then we have
bad.
Frieza's second form, who has Explosive Wave and Finish Sign. Yeah, he has Hail Frieza, Death Storm, and Punishing Blaster. So he's just a slightly better version of first form Frieza, at best.
Ooh. I mean,
I don't even think I think he has super armor, if anything.
no.
I would say he's only.
He doesn't even have
No.
super armor?
No.
Like, Death Beam is like quick and only costs 2 bars.
Next up, we have a third form Frieza, who has Explosive Wave, High Tension, Death Beam Barrage, High Speed Rush, and Crazy Finger Beam, which all have no special properties.
He is probably the worst of the bunch.
I'll say he's just better than Cell first form, just because he'll have better stats.
I mean, if
But
you
these
wanna-
guys are not beating Android 16.
Yeah, I mean, every time he evolves, he doesn't get stats.
Now let's look at some actually good units. We have Super Trunks here, who has Solar Flare and Wild Sense, and he has a 4-bar Lightning Sword Slash, which is an unblockable special move. It's literally Z Trunks' ultimate attack as his normal special.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I would say he is better than Android 16 because he also transforms into DBS Trunks. I would say he's also better than Cell because of that. Android 18, Bergamo, Android 13, Bojack. Cabin might be where he stops. Cabin might be where he stops.
Yeah, because he doesn't go above Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but he honestly gets worse when he goes Super Saiyan. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kabe, I do believe, gets better when he goes there. The only thing good about DBS Trunks is he has auto sparking, and I think he has an evasive. But we'll leave him there for now. When we get to DBS Trunks, we get to DBS Trunks.
But what that really is.
I mean, honestly, we could put like their transformations in there, if you guys want to do that right now, or we could do it when we get to it. How do you guys want to do that?
Why don't you
When you get to it, when you get to it.
Okay.
should get to it when we get to it?
All right. Next up, we have Gohan Future, who transformed into full power Future Gohan. I mean, Super Saiyan Gohan. He has a Wild Sense and full power charge. Full power charge is obviously just key. Wild Sense is a counter. He does have Super Destructive Wave, which is an AoE. And other than that, he has nothing. He just transformed into Future Gohan very quickly. And Future Gohan has auto sparking. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean,
He is, he's a unit for sure. I'd say probably here. I would say.
Is his stats really big?
where did you?
Good.
I put him in front of Bojack.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that strong.
Well, my thing is, I think he transformed into Future Gohan, who is better.
I'm pretty sure I remember Super Saiyan Future Gohan being pretty good.
Yeah, he has, I believe he has a barrier, and he has auto sparking.
Yeah.
And he auto wins all guard clashes.
Future Gohan base
He
form.
does
I
do
would-
that.
And his base form has full power charge, wild sense, and obviously he transforms. And he has an AoE.
Yeah.
So, I would say this is where he would stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But him and DBS Trunks are pretty close. Next up, we have GT Goku, who I'm gonna say is going right above Caulifla.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan
yeah,
4 Goku's not that good though, no?
Super Saiyan 4 Goku's pretty good. Remember, you can also fuse into Gogeta with them.
Okay, well, yeah.
Saiyan,
Once you do that, I mean, yeah.
No, I mean GT Goku's base is good too. because
Yeah. GT Goku's really good. Super Saiyan Goku's really good. Super Saiyan 3 Goku sucks. And then Super Saiyan 4 Goku's really good too.
Also, Super Saiyan or regular base GT Goku also has spirit like full
Spirit Bomb. Yeah, he has an unguardable ult.
Spirit Bomb, he does.
And what you
Yeah,
can do, and then Super Saiyan Goku has auto sparking. So what you can do is you go to Super Saiyan Goku, pop auto sparking, untransform, and pop an unguardable ult.
Yeah, I've done that.
That is-
as in once.
that is the thing you can do.
And then he also has after image strike. So he has after image strike, solar flare, and unguardable ult.
That's pretty dumb, actually.
That's
Yeah.
base GT.
Yeah.
So,
Then we have Goku Super, who is obviously pretty good, right? He can fuse into Vegito or Gogeta Blue. He has instant transmission. All fired up, I believe, is just stat buffs. He does have a Spirit Bomb. Auto sparking? He has auto sparking with an unguardable Super Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great character.
Yeah. I would say...
Being able to fuse into Vegito is also an insane thing. Just to fuse with
I would
Vegito.
say he's right above, right under... I would say he's right above GT Goku because his bases are very good and he's individually better, and then he can fuse.
He's better than Vegito.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he fuses into a better
Goku
character.
Super
he
has
is a
better
better
combo
character.
than base GT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he fuses... You can fuse them into Super Vegito, and Super Vegito's top 3.
Here's the fun part. Here's the funny part. If it's Goku Super, he can't go Super Vegito. He can only go Vegito Blue. If it's
No,
Goku,
no. You can go to just base Vegito and go to Super Saiyan from there.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
true,
what I thought.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought you could. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, plus he can also go to Gogeta as well. He has like
Yeah,
Yeah, you have that choice if you want it.
yeah. And then obviously he can also go blue, right? Blue Goku's decent. We'll talk about decent when we get to fucking Blue Vegeta and shit. Like that guy's fucking insane. That's the guy you want to use. You don't want to use this guy. You want to use that guy and then fucking fuse with the base Goku. But this guy's pretty good for that. And I cannot find him, by the way. Like, where is he?
Is he not just the third character right there?
This is base Goku end.
Oh,
I'm looking for base Goku Super. I think he's under.
he's right there. He's
Right
next
there.
To Esperal. Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and put base Goku Super as the second best DP5 character right now. It's not gonna be very long that he's there. Then we have Goku Z End, who does fuse into Vegito, which can go into Super Vegito. Then he has instant transmission and wild sense, both pretty good moves. He has Kamehameha Meter Crash, and then he has Super Spirit Bomb, which is an unblockable ult. He is just worse than, I would say he's probably just gonna go behind Cap Khalifa.
DBS Goku.
He is worse than DBS Goku. I would say
Behind Khalifa?
I'm thinking behind Khalifa because he's going into Super Vegito.
also he does go. He can also go Super Saiyan 3, which is probably more stats as well.
It is. Super Saiyan 3 does give a lot of stats. 'cause he's
Yeah.
just one way up there.
Yeah.
I don't know about worse than Khalifa. I'd say maybe worse than GT Goku, but I don't know about worse than Khalifa.
I definitely think he's worse than GT Goku.
I mean, that's. I agree with you.
But I'm saying worse than Khalifa because I think Kefla is up there as well. Obviously, she's worse than Super Vegito. But
Let's say she's significantly worse.
but Khalifa is significantly better than every form of this Goku. And in order to go from this Goku to Vegito, you do need to run Vegeta End. And Vegeta End is dog shit.
He's horrible. He is really bad.
So I would that's another reason why I would say he's even worse than DBS Broly, to be honest.
Oh, you have to run Kale for Khalifa. Is Kale good? I mean, she's.
Kale's good.
transformed, right?
Kale's good.
Yeah, then I'd say maybe.
Base Kale's good and Super Saiyan Kale's good. It's Berserk Kale that isn't.
Okay.
I would say this Goku's going right here just because he can fuse into Super Vegito. That is it.
Alright, yeah.
Yep. And he does get an unblockable Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, but he doesn't have auto sparking, so that's kind of where the issue is. If he had auto sparking, he'd be great. But next up, we have Goku Z Mid, who I think is actually pretty good. He has Give Me Your Energy, which can permanently buff his first Spirit Bomb before he uses it up to 3 times. A fully buffed up Spirit Bomb, when you combo into it,
One shot. One shot.
it does 33k damage.
It's a TOD breach.
Yeah. I Can't Wait is, I believe, just a stab buff. I don't think it's auto sparking.
I'm pretty sure it is auto sparking.
I am pretty sure it's all sparking.
Is it? Because I could see it. I would believe it. Which is very good because it's like you get Give Me Your Energy, which is 6 bars. But like,
No, you're right. It's
Yeah.
stat buffs.
okay.
I think that's the next one. That
It's Super Saiyan Goku that has that. Super Saiyan Goku has auto sparking. But he also goes into Super Saiyan Goku, which is pretty good. But Super Saiyan Goku is just worse than this guy because fucking you charge it up and then you go Spirit Bomb. Because what you could do, right? You could do Give Me Your Energy, then go Super Saiyan Goku, auto sparking, untransform, and then combo with this guy into Spirit Bomb.
Correct.
And Kaken Russian Kaken Kamehameha don't have any special properties. But he is a very, very solid unit. I would say he is better than base Goku N.
Oh, I wouldn't fight you on that. No, I wouldn't fight you on that at all.
Wait, can he go to like any fusion?
No, he can't.
No.
But again, in order for a base Goku N to go to a fusion, you have to run one of the worst units in the game.
Vegeta and his four.
Next up, we have a really good unit, Goku Black. He has a Wild Sense and Finish Time. Finish Time and stat buffs. Wild Sense we all know. Black Powerball, and Black Kamehameha have no special properties. Black Bind is a 4-bar unblockable move.
I did not know Goku Black cost 5. I thought he cost 6.
Nope, he's 5.
So is Rose 7 or 8?
I think he's 8.
He skips 3 DP.
Yep, he's 8.
Yeah, he is 8.
Yeah. And Rose, honestly, Rose is worse than this guy.
You know, Rose's not very good.
Rose does have auto sparking though, so there's that. But
his ult is also not unblockable. Or
the special move is unblockable. His ult isn't.
Also, go and use Zamasu.
Yeah, he can also go into Fuzamasu, yeah. But yeah, he is I would say he is, because I would say that Fuzamasu is better than DBS Broly.
I mean, low bar. But yeah.
And I would say Fuzamasu is worse than Kefla.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that this guy goes above Base Broly Super because he himself is very good. Base Broly Super is also very good, but this guy fuses into something better.
And how is Zamasu? Is he like...
He's really fucking good.
Is he?
So,
Before he goes corrupted, he can heal himself, and he has auto sparking. When he goes corrupted, he does insane damage.
I'm in base.
Oh, base Zamasu, he has a immortal body. He can heal himself, and he has after image strike.
And he has other maybe else.
yeah, so I'd say he's definitely above
Alright.
DBS Broly, yeah. And then we have Super Saiyan Goten coming in. He has a Wild Sense, False Courage, Charge Still, which is unblockable, Kamehameha, and Double Kamehameha.
When you have Super Saiyan Goten and Super Saiyan Trunks, are you able to use Super Saiyan Goten? Is that
I would assume so.
Because if that's the case, then I mean he's up there. But if that's not the case, it just sucks.
I would assume so, that you can. But it doesn't show it here because the game is good, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't show that information. But I would say, I would assume so that you can go straight to Super Saiyan Gotenks from there. But even with that, I would say he's still probably worse than... I don't know.
Probably below.
He's in that, like, I'm looking at the like Future Trunks, Future Gohan area.
Probably, I was thinking below Goku mid, above Goku N.
Above
Or
Goku.
below Goku N. I think Big Vegeta probably. Super Saiyan Goten is better than Big Vegeta.
Super Saiyan Gotenks is better than the entire baby line, yeah. Yeah, just for the, because it should be very easy to go from Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks to Super Saiyan Gotenks. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it real quick. It should be pretty easy. We'll go ahead and put this guy on the team, and then we'll go ahead and put Trunks on the team. And let's just go
You
in.
can't do that, then he's way down there.
Yeah, let's just go test it real quick, because I'm not sure either.
Like you can do this where you Yeah, I would assume 10.
All right, let's see. Yeah, you can go. It's still the same fucking cost.
Yeah.
You still need 3 bars to go straight to Super Saiyan Goten. How much is it to go from base Gotenks? I don't know why I went to characters. I could have just untransformed. Let me see, bro. How much is it to go from base Gotenks to Gotenks? Or base Goten to Gotenks? Let's go for this. Let's set our training setting to set our skill count bar to max. It's the same, so you don't even get a cost discount, bro. You're basically wasting your shit if you go Super Saiyan Goten.
Oh hell no! Then never mind. You just put base Goten.
yeah, it's...
There's no bonus to start. You're basically just wasting 1 DP to go to basically the same character, just with better stats. I would rather just transform into Super Saiyan Goten at that point, and even then, it's like, why would you waste the cost I'd rather just use the 2 DP, go straight to Gotenks.
Yeah. I also have like I went with both.
So we did go ahead and take a look at Super Saiyan Goten in game, and he has to spend the same amount of skill bar to go from Super Saiyan Goten to Gotenks as base Goten does to go to Gotenks. In which case, I would honestly say I think we move him down to like right here.
Yeah.
Maybe like right, you could say like right here because they at least fuse into something better. But I don't think he's beating Baby Vegeta or Kabe, honestly. But I think that's where we're gonna end up with for Super Saiyan Goten. Thoughts?
Yeah, I agree.
Next up we have Great Ape Vegeta, who fucking sucks. Explosive Wave and Howl. Howl is an auto sparking, and then his special moves have nothing special, and he's just a Great Ape.
Yeah, he's
He's gonna go into.
The only thing good about
I mean, I would say he's just better than.
the down smashes.
Yeah. I think he stops at 16 at best, if he even makes it there. But I think he does make it there. I think that's where Great Ape Vegeta's going, right under 816.
yes.
I would agree.
Janemba, speaking of a good giant form, he has Mystic Breath, which is actually a pretty big, like, little flame breath that he does. Howl gives him auto sparking. Chow Makahu, or whatever the fuck, is, I believe, just a normal special. Rapid Cannon is a normal special. I think Illusion Smash is the unguardable.
He is playing.
He just has an unguardable ult, and he's a giant.
That's supposed to the super.
Yeah, but Super Janemba sucks. This guy's way better.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. So,
His ult, like, actually, like, his ult's not easy going.
it's a giant ult. It's just a giant ult, man. I would say he is.
Yeah, you have to be in grab distance for his ult.
I'd say like right here. Thoughts?
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure. I think that would.
I mean, cause like, yeah, cause you have to use sort of have to be in grab.
Yeah.
If you're anywhere farther than
But he is decent. Then we have Kakunsa, who has Wild Sense, Maiden's Fury, which is, I believe, just a stab buff. I don't think she has an auto sparking. Primal Charge, I believe, is unguardable, and it's just like that. It's the same thing as Yajirobe, where it's just like a dash that you can't block and it hits you. Primal Instinct is just normal, and Love Symphony is just normal, but I don't believe these have auto sparking. I could be wrong though. They all have Maiden's Fury. I think Maiden's Fury is sparking.
auto sparking.
Yeah. So they all have auto sparking, and she has Wild Sense and an unguardable.
Yeah, and the primal charge.
Yeah.
And her combos are like, I think, really low.
Yeah, she's pretty fast. So Kakunsa is going into probably, I want to say right here. Thoughts?
Trying to see the DPS. Yeah, I'd say so. Or, there could be
Yeah, that would.
Okay. Then we have Kale, who has full power charge and going berserk. I believe going berserk gives her auto sparking.
You also can't go unberserk.
Yeah, if you don't want to go to berserk Kale, because if you do, then you can't untransform. And berserk Kale is very bad. And that stuff. And then she does go to Super Saiyan Kale, who is very good. She has auto sparking, I believe, and she has an unguardable ult. So she's pretty good, and she obviously fuses into Kefla. She's just a worse Khalifa. She goes exactly right behind Khalifa, basically.
Yeah.
You wanna come with me, Kale? Like,
She's nervous. She doesn't want to be.
I'd say she's worse than base black. No, she's better. Could she fuse into Kefla? She's better just because of the Kefla fusion.
Yeah, Kepler.
That now brings us to Fuse with Kami Piccolo, who for some reason you have to run straight up. You cannot go from base Piccolo to Fuse with Kami Piccolo. So
I mean,
That Piccolo's so dirty.
that's silly. They did. He's really bad.
he has Wild Sense and False Courage, Special Beam Cannon, which is not unblockable even if fully charged, Light Grenade and Hellzone Grenade, which are also not unblockables. So he's one of the worst DP5 characters in the whole fucking game.
One of the worst characters in the game overall. He's
Where is bro at? He's here.
so bad. Probably the worst.
Yeah, he's up there.
I don't. Honestly,
I mean, all of these guys are relative to each other. All of these guys are horrible.
They all, man, they're all horrendous.
False courage.
It's just not good, man.
All courage.
Then we have Ribrianne, who has Light of Love, which I believe is a stat buff, Maiden's Fury, which is an auto sparking, and Maiden's Charge, which is an unguardable charge attack. Same as Kakunsa. The exact same pretty much kit as Kakunsa.
So it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
What about
Kakunsa, I think, is just better because freaking she's faster.
Faster, yeah. I mean, nobody's playing either of these characters.
Then we have a Rosie, bro. Rosie, brother, who has
That's
full
good.
power charge, which is obviously key buff. Maiden's Fury, which is auto sparking. So basically, she only has one skill, right? She has Yachina Fist, which I think is unblockable. And then full power Energy Blast, Volley, and Love Sympathy. Could you check on Fist real quick? Yachina Fist? Because I'm not sure if that is unblockable, but I believe it is.
That move's unblockable.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they gave all of them one unblockable move. And I would say she's better than Ribrianne just because she's faster.
They're all.
We're literally just fat shaming Ribrianne.
I mean, hey, man. Maybe that she would be a faster character.
Honestly, I think she's worse. She's too, like,
Is she not unblockable?
no, she doesn't.
Oh,
Okay, then she's just worse. I would say she's even worse than that, and that, probably that, and she's, I would say, even worse than Bergamo at that point, and 18. She does have good stats though. That's the main thing. Okay, Bardock just fucking moved. God damn it. Where was Bardock at?
Bardock? Bardock was right above. No, he wasn't. He was below Jiro. Right below Jiro.
You know, I could always just like click your screen.
He
I.
was right below Jiro. I'm
The
pretty
only thing
confident.
is she has stats, right? She's gonna have better stats than Android 18, I would assume.
He was above Nail and
Yeah, we put him back into place.
Yeah.
Where's Rosie going?
Yeah.
Where's Rosie going? I want to say she's even lower.
Frankly, this is a character I could not care at all about. So I don't really care what you put her. She's belongs below.
I think she's here.
Below 16, maybe.
I think she's here.
Light, by the way. Ribrianne is paralyzed.
Oh, so it's fucking horrible. Got it. But yeah, I think that's where she's going. I think she's worse than even Grade 8 Vegeta.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then obviously we have Trunks Kid Super Saiyan, who has Explosive Wave and Super Unyielding Spirit. Explosive Wave, obviously evasive. Super Unyielding Spirit, I believe, is a stat buff. He has Full Power Energy Wave.
I thought it was auto sparking. Pretty sure she was.
Is it auto sparking?
I will double check.
It might. I believe it. It sounds like it would be.
Yeah, it's auto sparking plus melee attack power, flash power.
Okay, so and isn't Full Power Energy Wave in AoE?
I think that's just. Yeah, no, it's just a
Okay. So he has an auto sparking and explosive. So he's better than Super Saiyan Gotenks. So he's the one you want to be using. And you want to use Goten to fuse. You want to use Goten specials to special bar to fuse. And then you want to bring Kid Trunks and then transform into Super Saiyan for the stat buff. That's how you would want to play
also
that.
Gets like half bar extra, like you know how like Vegeta kind of gets like an extra bar. For,
Uh-huh.
Get more health.
Okay. Let's say Super Saiyan Kid Trunks. So he's gonna be above Super Saiyan Goten at the minimum.
Less health.
Okay, because he fuses into Gotenks. I would say he's going. I want to say he's better than base Goku N because Vegeta Goku N sucks. I mean, so does Super Saiyan Goten, but Super Gotenks is just really easy to get to compared to running base Vegeta N and shit. Because base Goku and pretty much all of his forms suck. And Super Saiyan Kid Trunks is probably better than all forms of base Goku N, to be honest. But
You look at the third, it's more or less health.
let me see. You sent it in Sparking Zero?
That's less.
So you get
Yeah. Trunks only has half his blood. So it's good.
Yeah, Vegeta has a full third of bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm putting him right under base Goku mid and above base Goku N. I think that's where he would go because he can also fuse. And while both Vegetas suck, it's like at least Super Saiyan Kid Trunks is better than every form of base Goku N. So, yeah. Next up we have Mr. Trunks Melee, who goes into Super Trunks, who's pretty good. And his base and Super Saiyan version are horrible. He has Explosive Wave and Wild Sense, Burning Attack, High Speed Rush, and Finish Special have no special properties.
Yeah, he's kind of whatever.
Super Trunks is the only good thing about this guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'd say he's better than grade 8.
Yeah, I would say he stops at Android 16.
Grade?
Huh?
Can he stagger a grade 8?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, anybody can pretty much stagger a grade 8. We're almost done with DP5. We have Vegeta Super up next, who I think is... I think Vegeta Super is going right under Z Broly.
Who?
I think I would agree with that actually.
Vegeta Super.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he does also go into Vegeta.
So, okay. He goes into Vegito.
That, or you can go blue and be broken anyway.
Yeah. And he also has Explosive Wave and All Warmed Up. All Warmed Up is just stat buffs.
I mean, yeah, Vegeta Super is very, very good.
Yeah. Gotta find him.
Would he be better than EBS, bro?
I mean, yeah.
mean,
He's going top 2.
Yeah, DB is fully set.
Honestly, I want to move base Goku Super. Base Goku Super is better than base GT Goku.
Yeah, no, base Goku Super stays working.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna put him above EBS.
No, no.
Plus,
Now we have Vegeta Z early, who does go into Super Vegeta, who's pretty good. This guy's Explosive Wave and Full Power. Full Power gives him auto sparking, and he has an AoE ult. It's pretty good.
He does hit an AoE. I'm glad he's super explosive.
Base Vegeta early. I think.
Put him around base Goku N, probably better. Maybe no, because base Goku N is unblockable.
what about
I would say he goes into Super Vegeta.
Probably below baby Vegeta.
I think he can. I think Super Vegeta can compete with Baby Vegeta. And I would say this.
He's above baby Vegeta. I don't think he's above at base Goku. He has an unblockable very.
He doesn't have an auto sparking.
He doesn't. That is true. That is true.
I think that's
And an AoE ult might as well be an unblockable ult.
I mean, if you drive correctly, yeah.
Yeah. So I would say he's here because he's not better than Super Saiyan Gotenks.
Down.
The next unit is the worst unit in the fucking game. Vegeta Z End, who has After Image, Saiyan Spirit, Double Gallic Gun, Infinite Blaster, and Big Bang Attack.
All those are bad except Raptor. Just put him where he belongs.
Put him where he fucking belongs.
Just put him where he belongs. Because he doesn't get better when he transforms either.
Yep. He is above him just because he transforms. He's above him just because he transforms. He's worse than Full Power Frieza, so. Yeah, that's where he's staying. Next up, we have Zamasu, who has After Image Strike, Immortal Body, which are both a heal and obviously After Image Strike is broken. God Slicer, Divine Steel Blast, and Holy Light Grenade, which don't have any special properties, but I do believe this guy's Charged Ki Blast is unblockable.
That, I mean, you're fine.
Yeah.
I will check that. Yeah, I know he does use like slash.
Yeah.
So you're kind of correct.
But I mean, he does have a slash.
He is, I would say, right there with Base Goku Black.
Immortal Body costs 4.
And then Kefla is better than Fusamasu, so he's going right there. Is he better or worse than Base Goku Black? I would say worse because Goku Black just goes Rose.
You don't want to go.
No, you do. Because you want to go Goku Black, you want him to go to Rose so he gets the stat buffs and you get some value out of Rose. Then you go to Zamasu. Then your Zamasu's stronger. So you do. But that is going to be it for the DP5 characters. That is what it's looking like for all DP5 characters in the game, organized from best to worst. We'll see if any changes do need to be made once we look at what obviously some of the transformations here do. But that is going to be it for DP5. All right, guys. We're now on DP6. We're now on DP fucking 6, and we're gonna go through this shit, man. We're gonna go through this shit. All right. So DP6, starting off with Super 17 Super, who's pretty good. He has Android Barrier, which is a very good skill, and Time to Get Serious, which gives him auto sparking and some stat buffs. His Barrier Explosion is a very quick, high damaging move that does do some damage to himself, but he has no special properties on any of his moves. He's just a really solid character, and he has some good strengths.
And since he's an Android, he does get auto.
Yep, he does have auto key recovery. He's nothing crazy, but he is pretty solid.
Yeah, I would say he is solid. Definitely number 1 for now.
Yep. Then we have the first transformation, which is Super Saiyan Kabe. He has Explosive Wave and Wild Sense. And then he has Gallic Rain, Gallic Rage, and Super Gallic Gun. He is AKA worse than Super 17.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get 50 over here a bit.
Okay. Do you want me to... I'll wait for you to get back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be a second.
Dude, this would have taken so much longer if I didn't know what every character in the game does.
Yeah. Plus, we're also going through fact check as well.
Yeah, just because we don't want to be wrong.
Yeah. Also, well, I'll wait till he's back. I do want to think the Liam should be lower.
Why?
Just because of the paralyzed. That makes it good.
Well, you don't ever want to use that shit. You're just using her auto sparking.
Well, true.
You're just using her for the auto sparking and then the guard break.
Yep.
Or the unblockable, my bad. Wrong terminology.
Later.
So the next unit is Cell Perfect Form, who does not go into Perfect Cell at all.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, he is perfect, but he doesn't go into that.
He can't go to full, like, Super Perfect Cell.
What?
And look at how much he sucks. He has Explosive Wave, After Image,
Yeah, that's good. That's good too.
Super Kamehameha, Death Beam Barrage, and Perfect Barrier. I think Perfect Barrier is an AoE.
Okay. He actually does not have that.
He has no auto sparking. How are you going to get that?
Okay, but he has supposed to wave an after.
Yeah, it's not After Image
Not
Strike.
after image strike. Just regular after. So
Correct.
basically
It
like
does
a
have
wild-
to do with
And he's 6 cost.
Okay, well, yeah. That's the problem.
He's barrage death beam.
If he at least went into Super Perfect, maybe. But
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't have it.
yeah. I would say he's the worst out of the ones we've seen so far.
Oh, probably.
I would agree. Like, how good is his like stats?
The only good cell in the game is Second Form Cell or Super Perfect Cell, because Super Perfect Cell has a combo reset. That's the only two good things about the Cell characters. Every other Cell sucks.
So sad. Perfect Cell was the best character in BD3. Garbage in this game.
Like,
Yep.
The only thing that would make him good is they're like higher than anyone else is the has base stats. I would say he's lower.
Yeah.
Then we have
Very
Cooler. Speaking of characters that got done horribly, he has Psychokinesis, After Image,
Bad. He's
Full Power Energy Wave, Darkness, Eye Beam, and Death Ball, which
bad,
are
bad,
no special.
and bad. Everything he just said was horrible except for the after.
And you want to know what else? Final Form Cooler also sucks.
He does. Very sad.
So this guy's just bad.
Because I love Cooler. Yeah, I love
At
Cooler.
least
Very-
he looks cool.
Yes, he does. He, looks
He
very
does
cool.
look cooler.
His final form Cooler is very.
You want to know who's better than Cooler? Dabura. Who has Evil Breath, After Image Strike, Evil Impulse, Evil Flame, and Dark Sword Strike, which is unblockable.
Why is that unblockable?
Sword special. And his key special, his charge key attack is also a sword, so.
Any sword move is guaranteed.
Evil Breath is like an explosive hit, right?
Isn't that the same thing as like Janemba's?
Evil Impulse I think is a
Yeah.
charge attack rush. Evil Flame is like a short range blast.
Oh, he's pretty solid.
He I would say is going right under Super Saiyan Cabra.
Probably.
I mean, yeah. Sure.
Then we have Dispo, who is insane for a 6 cost, honestly. He has Pride 2 Propose 2, which I believe gives him auto sparking. He has Super Maximum Light Speed Mode, which I believe gives him permanent movement speed. Like a permanent great movement speed increase. So Dispo does not have a permanent movement speed buff, it's only 15 seconds for some reason.
Yeah, I moved forward.
I think Dispo is probably the worst DP6.
I mean, his auto spark. I would think he would make it better than at least Cell. Auto sparking.
Yeah, I can see that. I'll say he stops at Dabura though.
Yeah, 100%.
Joe?
Yeah. I don't think it's great,
Fair enough.
but neither of them below. There you go.
DP6 starting off really disappointing.
DP6 is really bad so far. All these characters suck.
Then we have Frieza Super, who obviously goes into Golden Frieza.
Golden Frieza's not even that great himself.
He's not,
I mean,
but
Frieza's stupid.
he has Psychokinesis, which is just a normal paralysis. He has Power of Revenge, which I believe does give him auto sparking.
It does not. It's literally just stab up. It's not a good one.
Okay, so stab up. And then is Death Beam, which is normal. Supernova Strike is unblockable.
It is, but it's 4 bar.
It is, but it's still really good.
Death Beam is pretty much a showed on her.
And his Super Death Ball for some reason is not unblockable.
Yeah, no, that move is ass.
His death beam is like really good. I think it also like stops the recovery fast.
No, it's just the same as every other special move. And then he also does transform into Golden Frieza, who is decent at least. I would say he is the best DP6 so far. A low bar.
Combos are also like decent, you know?
Definitely a low bar, but I do think he's the best DP6 so far.
Yeah, I've definitely been able to clutch with him.
Just because of the Supernova Strike being unguardable, and then he can also transform into Golden Frieza. Is that fair?
I wish Golden Frieza was better. He is the best so far, which is really sad because he's not even that good.
Oh, dude, this pomegranate juice is really fucking bitter. Holy shit. Alright, next up we have Frieza Z, who has Psychokinesis, again, pretty fucking useless. Your Arrogance Disgusts Me, which is, I believe, a sparking mode that also gives him stat buffs. He has Barrage Death Beam. You might die this time, which has no special properties, and I'll destroy this planet, which is not unblockable for some reason. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't know if you're stuff giving stab up or not.
Goo, can you check?
Yeah, your arrogance disgusts me. No one does.
What does it do?
What is what they
Your Arrogance Disgusts Me.
do? It's just sparking mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your Arrogance Disgusts Me is just sparking mode. Okay. But yeah, that's all this good.
Can't do anything good with it.
But he does go into 100% Frieza, which arguably is better than Golden Frieza.
I wouldn't say arguably. I'd say he probably could.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy is pretty solid just because of the full power of Frieza, honestly. Just because he can go into that and he has auto sparking. So yeah, he's gonna be up there. He's better than Super 17 just because he transforms into full power, who's really good.
Yeah.
Next up we have Frost, who is a unit for sure.
I've never even seen this guy.
He has Explosive Wave, which is, Explosive Wave. Welcome to My World, which I believe is just an auto sparking. If even that, I don't remember what it does. I think Seeker Poison is unblockable. And then Chaos Beam and Chaos Ball are both just mid.
No, I mean, Welcome to My World is sparking mode.
Everything else is just standard.
Unblockable.
So basically, he's not good.
Yeah, he just has an auto sparking and an Explosive Wave. Which isn't the worst. I would assume so. Does it say it does?
It doesn't, but I'll investigate and see if it does. But no, it doesn't even give them dot damage.
Okay. Yeah, bro. He is worse than Dispo, and that's where he is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is DBS Future Saiyan. Jesus Christ. Next up is Future Trunks Super Saiyan, who has Explosive Wave and Power Up to the very limit, aka he has Explosive Wave and Auto Sparking, and he has no special properties on his special moves, but he does have a, I believe, Charged Ki Blast, which is just his sword, and that is unblockable.
He can also de-transform to his better version.
Yes. He can go Auto Sparking and then do transform to his better version.
I mean, why would he even transform?
For the Auto Sparking. The base Trunks doesn't have Auto Sparking, I believe.
Yeah, no, he does.
He does?
Wait, actually,
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
no. Yeah, you might be right. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same thing with like Super Saiyan D Goku.
Yeah. But DBS Trunks is he's definitely a unit. We're gonna put him probably under Dabura. And the only reason for that, the only thing that's making him better than Dispo is the fact that he can de-transform into his better version.
Yeah.
He can auto sparking and de-transform into the better version. Huh?
Base DBS from be better than anyone else above that.
Not Dabura because of After Image Strike. You could argue Android 17, but these two would just be better because of the transformation. And also because DP characters that higher the DP they are, they also just do more damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Then we have, next up, we have Gohan Adult Super Saiyan, who has Explosive Wave and Full Power Charge. Full Power Energy Blast Volley and Explosive Cannon. No special properties on any of those, but the Bros Kamehameha is a unblockable ult. That is the only thing about this guy. He does not... Yeah, pretty much. He, if he auto sparking, he would be good, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I would say he is worse than the unguardable ult. It's like the only potential thing I'm concerned about, man. I would say he's like right there. Because if you do manage to, I mean, honestly, if you do get the unguardable ult, then he's probably like at Frieza.
Doesn't base Gohan, or doesn't this line get an auto sparking point? He could do the same thing you could do with like DBS.
Let me see. So this guy has also just full power charge. And this guy also just has full power charge. Is this super, where's this fucking Super Saiyan 2 version? Is he 7?
Full power 2 Gohan?
Okay, his Super Saiyan 2 version has auto sparking, so you'd have to go Super Saiyan 2 then untransform.
And then go back to
No, you can go straight from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan. So you would want to go base to Super Saiyan 2, then go to Super Saiyan. But that would also mean that you can't switch.
yeah.
But so yeah, for Super Saiyan Adult Gohan, the main thing with him that you're gonna try to do is you're gonna try to go Super Saiyan 2, then untransform to go to Super Saiyan Gohan, then try to do his ultimate and get the unguardable ult with him.
You can't go to Super Saiyan 1. That affects the base.
Dude, that's just not worth it.
Yeah. So the unguardable instant ultimate.
Because you don't even know, you need too many skill points for that.
Yeah,
So yeah, Super Saiyan Adult Gohan is kind of in the middle here because it's very hard to get his ult off, but if you could, then it would be pretty good. But unfortunately you can't, so that's where he's going to be. Next up, we have Future Gohan, who has Evil Barrier, which is basically just like, you know, a Android barrier. And needs Power Up to the very limit, which gives him a auto sparking. Fierce Combination, which has no special properties. Hyper Masenko, which has no special properties. And Special Beam Cannon, which again, is not unblockable.
I really wish they learned how to make that blockable. That'd be cool.
So yeah, Future Gohan is just, he's a unit.
The power up is a very
Alright.
also good stats on top of that.
Oh, that's good.
He does get so, okay. I would say he's probably just like here.
Kinda,
Yeah, I think he's just worse than Future Trunks. Future Trunks just pops the freaking mode and then goes to his base. Alright, next up is Super Saiyan 1 Gohan Teen. He has Explosive Wave and full power.
Bro, he's at the top.
Yeah. Super, none of his special moves are too crazy. Is full power sparking mode?
Yes.
It
Full
is.
power is.
So you're telling me...
Kid doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Dude, his kid doesn't matter.
yeah,
He'll break his regardless.
yeah. Yeah, Super Saiyan 1 Teen Gohan is currently the best DP6.
I think he's gonna stay that way.
I don't know about all that. Super Saiyan GT Goku has Wild Sense and full power, which means auto sparking mode. He also has an AoE ultimate with super explosive wave. Then he has Super Kamehameha, full power, energy blast, volley, and obviously he can transform to base Goku, who has an unblockable ult, or he can go to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who's also very good.
Also, his super explosive wave is pretty damn near instant.
Yeah, I would say he is better than Teen Gohan.
I honestly would say yes, because like even if he was like.
Because here's my thought process is one.
I didn't know he had a tail goal.
Yeah, my thought process is one, he has an auto sparking. 2, he has an AoE. 3, he can de-transform into an unguardable ult. And 4, he can transform into Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who's also really good, but also confused into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yeah.
So, I think he's just very good, man. Next up, we have Goku going Super Saiyan, who has Wild Sense and all-encompassing power. I believe all-encompassing power is an auto sparking and stat buffs. I am not sure though if all-encompassing power is auto sparking and stat buffs. I believe it is.
It is not. It is close. It gives you all the key though.
Okay, so all-encompassing power is just key buff, and Wild Sense is the obvious counter. Super Kamehameha, Dragon Blast, and Sonic Blast don't have any special properties. And the main thing with this guy is obviously just that he can go into Super Vegito, and he has... That's really it. That's really it. He can go to Super Vegito.
Yep.
Or Gogeta Blue. Either one. Whatever you want to do. But that's the only good thing about this guy. He's going to be going probably under... Probably under Teen Gohan, probably above Teen Gohan because of the fusion.
Yeah. Fusions make it so much better.
Because you basically just get a whole new unit.
Plus, you get like so much more health.
Yeah.
Like, so much, yeah. It
So that's where Super Saiyan Goku Super's going.
make things a lot better.
And then we have Goku Z and Super Saiyan, who has a Wild Sense and Saiyan Spirit, which is counter and stat buffs. He has Super Energy Wave combo. IT Kamehameha is unblockable. It is an instant teleport to you that does very quick and is unblockable. And Super Kamehameha. However, this guy does not have auto sparking. So, but I believe his base. Did his base have auto sparking?
No. Otherwise, we would have put him higher.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
We would
no.
have put him higher if he did. So, yeah.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah,
His only good thing is just the IT Kamehameha.
Transmission and Wild Sense.
So that's base Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, and who's gonna be going into probably right behind Super Saiyan Adult Gohan.
I don't know if I'd put him that.
I don't even. I'd say he's here.
Oh yeah, I would say he's at least better than Frost.
No, because even Frost has auto sparking.
But Super Saiyan, he can also fuse.
That is true.
Yeah, he's fused.
We did overlook the fusion. No, because you have to run Vegeta and he sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you can also go Super Saiyan 3 too. So on top of that.
Super Saiyan 3 is like the only good version of this guy though. That's a lot of fucking skill points. I'll say this, I guess. I'll say that at best. Like they're all pretty close to each other though.
Yeah. You think he?
Now we have Super Saiyan 2 Goku End, who has auto sparking, instant transmission. He also has instant transmission Kamehameha in his skill set, but I don't believe his is unblockable.
It's blocked.
Yeah. And then he has Meteor Crash and Super Kamehameha. So, I mean, the only good thing about this guy is you pop instant sparking and then you go Super Saiyan 3, I guess. Or you can pop IT and then go Super Saiyan 3. That's kind of like the idea. But he is not too great. Not too great.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say honestly, if you.
He's like right with, he's just like a better end Goku.
Yeah, I would say regular Super Saiyan is below this.
I would say he can also be above Adult Gohan and Future Gohan and Future Trunks and Dabura and Kabe, and Android 17. And I think that's where he stops because he can fuse into Super Vegito.
But then you have to think that
You have to run Vegeta and yes, but you can just run this guy and have Vegeta and literally just only there to fuse.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I would say that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Goku Z Mid, who's Super Saiyan, who has Now I'm Angry, which is stat buffs and Super Saiyan. Wild Sense, which is obviously the counter. And then you have Super Kamehameha, Meteor Smash, and Angry Kamehameha, which have no special properties.
Yeah, I mean, he's just whatever.
What do you mean he's whatever? He's hella good, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's pretty big.
He's literally a mini G4.
That gives-
He's literally a mini G4.
I
Well,
would
yeah,
say he,
but
like free sparking with stat boosts.
The only thing with him is he can't fuse, so he's gonna be going. Okay, what the
he's
fuck is
gonna
that,
be
bro?
It'll hit. It'll hit. Imagine it did.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Get him in
Uh,
back real quick.
he's down.
Is he?
He's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
great.
Okay. I would say he is better than Android 17, and that's where he stops because he can't get past the fusion.
Exactly. He's all right.
All right. Now we are at base Gotenks, who has After Image, Tada, which is, I believe, Tada is just a Key Blast buff, like for stats. Full Power Energy Wave, High Speed Rush, and Victory Cannon, which all suck. But he goes to Super Saiyan Gotenks, who is very good. Who is very, very good.
Yeah. I mean, you're just running him to transform into an Android 9.
Yeah. I would say he's going right under SSJ2 Goku just because Super Vegito.
Yeah.
And next up, we have our first DP6 giant form, I believe, which is going to be Harudagon, who has Explosive Wave, Dark Eyes, Chao Makusen, which might be unblockable, Super Explosive Wave, which is an AoE, and Gigantic Flame, which I think is also unblockable. So he's a pretty decent giant form. Harudagon's a pretty decent giant form.
Yeah, he's there. He only costs 6.
Yeah.
Huh.
And for some reason, you can't go into him from Tapion.
I mean, that's always.
But yeah, he's gonna be. I would.
Never even seen this guy.
I mean, the thing is, he doesn't have auto sparking.
I've never seen gameplay of this guy. I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing is, he doesn't have auto sparking. I would say he is.
He's kind of
Yeah, I would say he's like right around here.
Yeah.
We'll say there. We'll keep Harudagon there. Next up, we have.
On the basis that he's a giant.
Yeah. Next up, we have Kale Super Saiyan, who has Wild Sense and Saiyan Spirit. Saiyan Spirit is just a stat buff. Wild Sense is a counter. Her Limit Break Blaster is an AoE, and she has a Super Explosive Wave, which is an A. Her Super Explosive Wave is an AoE, and her Limit Break Blaster is an unguardable ult.
This is Super Saiyan Kill.
Yes.
I'd say she's below DP.
Remember, she
I mean-
also fuses into Kefla.
I would say she is quite. I would say she.
So I would say she's going here because she is.
I'd put her above 3.
I would say right there
Yeah.
because she has what this guy has in Super Saiyan 2, and obviously she fuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have the fusion we've been talking about, Mrs. Kefla, who has a Wild Sense and High Tension in her base, Gigantic Ball, Gigantic Swing, and Gigantic Burn, which I believe have no special properties. Her base is very mid.
Bad. But she becomes God. So. I mean,
Yeah.
it
So
doesn't take long to get.
we're still gonna say she's the best DP6 character. And
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's the first
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah. Then we have a Giant Lord Slug.
He costs 6.
Yeah. He has a Super Explosive Wave, which is an AoE, Explosive Wave, and then Pump Up. And that's pretty much the only thing that I'm at.
Get his ass towards the bottom, bro.
What does he
Better
even
than
do?
Harudagon. Better than Harudagon.
No, Harudagon's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like
Put him
right
in
there.
that, and I'd say there's. I mean,
Well,
there's
that's
no
so
way you can do
tragic.
anything.
He has an auto sparking.
Yeah.
I guess.
Auto sparking is better than whatever the fuck this guy's doing, bro.
Oh, bro, Dispo pops his auto sparking, he pops ult, and then you can't even use Helm or Slug to use Giant,
You don't have to use the ult, just use his other skills.
I guess. But like, I mean, Giant's being.
And then you can combo giants for days with auto sparking. Or, because you just go auto sparking, teleport behind them, and when you're giving them back shots with auto sparking, they can't do anything besides perfect counter.
Yeah.
Alright, now we have the first Boo unit, and he sucks. We have Mr. Majin Buu, who has Paralyzed Beam, which is garbage, Sleep, which is garbage, Boo Boo Gum, which is garbage, Super Kamehameha, which is garbage, and Angry Explosion, which is decent. Angry Explosion is an AoE, it is blockable, but it's an AoE ult. And he doesn't transform into anything else.
Nor me.
Yeah. You're gonna snore me more often than Boo's gonna actually get his sleep off. We're gonna put Boo at the very bottom because at least freaking Cooler can transform, and Perfect Cell is somewhat decent compared to this.
Yeah, and the likelihood of you getting his unblockable ult.
Yeah, very low. Next up we have Evil Boo, who also has Paralyzed Beam and Mystic Breath. Both are close range skills that don't give him any buffs. He has Super Kamehameha, which is useless. Flame Shower Breath, which is for some reason not unblockable. I think he literally does a charge attack and then he does the Flame Shower Breath, which is why it's not unblockable. And Guilty Flash, which has no special properties, which makes him literally worse than freaking Majin Buu. So, yeah. Then we have Majub, who's worse than his base form, who has Paralyzed Beam and Mystic Breath. Oh wow, same state as Evil Boo, who sucks. Super Consecutive Energy Blast, which sucks. Majin Beam, which is an unblockable 4-beam move, which is okay. And Lightning Arrow, which sucks. So he's slightly better than the Boo units. The only thing that makes Majub good is that he can can he even untransform?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't. It's not saying it.
I would say he's just better than Majin Buu, better than Cooler, because better than Perfect Cell, better than Lord. I think he stops at Frost. Just because he has an unguardable beam, he stops at Frost.
Plus, he gets like base stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Then we have Mecha Frieza, who has Psychokinesis, useless. Finish Sign, useless. Death Beam, useless. Fissure Slash, useless. Supernova, useless. None of those moves do anything special. Fissure Slash, you would think would be unblockable, but it's not.
I'd
So.
say he's below Cooler.
Yeah, because Cooler can transform. I would say he's even worse than Majin Buu.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I would rather have Sleep than the shit this guy has.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And then also Angry Explosion, potentially. But I don't think he's worse than Evil Boo. Because him and Evil Boo have basically the same thing. At least Finish Sign is useful. And then we have our second transformation for Baby, Super Baby 1.
Fissure Slash actually is unguardable.
Oh, okay. Then he is better than Majin Buu, and that's it.
No, he's better.
I have Final Form Cooler.
Powerful Boo sucks.
That's still better than Fissure Slash.
I
If you're only playing Mecha Frieza for Fissure Slash, so it's like
Yeah.
not really gonna really play.
Then we have a Super Baby 1, who has After Image, High Tension, Gala Gun, Tough Little Ranger, and Final Flash, aka all garbage. Except for After
and the
Image.
ability to turn into Super Baby.
Yeah. That is the only reason that this guy has any value. We're honestly going through this pretty quick just because I know what the units do. Dude, when I initially made the tier list, it took me like a day because I didn't know what the units did. So I had to like keep going in and checking what they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, Super Baby 1 is man, I mean, he's really fucking bad.
It's like his only.
He's really fucking. I would say he's at Under Frost. Just he's really fucking bad. He just transforms into Super Baby 2. Like even is Base Baby not just better? But
No, Base Baby is better.
Base Baby's better, but you have to go one form at a time with him. You can't go straight to Super Baby 2,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, nothing. I'd agree.
That is how he works, right? You can't go straight to Super Baby 2.
Yeah, you have to do one at a time. It's just Frieza.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Super Boo, who is actually pretty good. He has Vice Shout, which is kind of useless. It paralyzes and it's short range. Regeneration, which gives him a lot of HP. Assault Beam, which is whatever. Assault Rain, my bad. He has Majin Beam, which is an unblockable 4-beam special move. And he has Revenge Death Bomber, which is an AoE explosive wave. And then he also transforms into Buhan, who's really good. So Super Boo's actually pretty good. Just don't transform into Bootex. I would say he's gonna be going. You can, but it's just it's a waste of bar. It's just a waste of bar. I would say Super Boo's gonna be going at base Gotenks, like right at base Gotenks. Because then you can, because base Gotenks goes Super Saiyan Gotenks, and then Super Boo can go to Buhan.
Oh, his ult also unguardable.
Yeah, his ult is also unguardable. You do take damage, but he has regeneration. And remember, when you hit ults, people don't have tracking.
Yep.
So, it's very good. You just ult, and then freaking, you ult, and then you pop your regeneration, so you heal. And then you can switch him off, and then he heals more.
Yeah.
So, it's very good. Now we have Super Trunks, Mr. Big Bulky Boy himself, who is pretty solid. He has Explosive Wave. He has Inexperienced Power Up, which gives him Sparking Mode and Blast Attack up. He has Finish Buster and Burning Attack, which are not too crazy, but he has a Super Explosive Wave, which is a AoE, and is very, very fast. And Inexperienced does give him Auto Sparking as well. But this is where Super Trunks peaks, and this is the only good version of him. Every other form of him sucks. So I would say he's gonna be like right above mid Goku. I would say that's where he is because of the AoE.
What is Goody Gang?
And then next up we have Super Vegeta, who, similar to Super Trunks, he has Explosive Wave. He has I'm Super Vegeta, which gives him a Blast Attack up and also gives him Auto Sparking. But unlike Super Trunks, he has nothing that's unblockable. Or AoE. So, yeah. Super Vegeta is going to be going... Definitely... Yeah, but he's... Compared to these guys, bro...
I put him
below
above. I put him
Jabba.
above 7.
I would put him below. I would say Android Berry is stronger and 17 has better stats.
I mean, how are you gonna put Super Saiyan Goku above 70 and not Super Vegeta?
Because Super Saiyan Goku gets stat buffs on his thing that are better than Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta only gets Blast Attack.
I guess. Doesn't Super Vegeta just have higher stats?
He's also
Goku.
slower. He's also slower.
Okay, I mean he is slower. That's a fair argument. Yeah. All right.
Yep. I kind of want to do this too because Super Saiyan 2 Cab is pretty good.
Oh, is that my goat?
I guess.
We'll see. I'll show you when we get to Super Saiyan 2 Cab, but I think that's around where I think I would put Super Vegeta. Low key, I would do that too, but that's arguable. That's arguable. After Image Strike versus Super Vegeta.
I forgot.
You can also, I don't know if you guys know, you can Perception and Deflect Final Flash. I saw somebody do that shit. Then we have Trunks Melee Super Saiyan, who fucking sucks. He has Explosive Wave, Finish Line, Burning Attack, Burning Breaker, and Heat Dome Attack, which isn't unblockable for some reason. They just made it a normal rush rather than like a grab. So, yeah, he fucking sucks. SSJ Melee Trunks is going towards the bottom of DP6. He is going to be better than these guys just because he transforms into Super Trunks, who's pretty good. That guy is peaking right there, but I think he's stopping here because Super Baby 2 transforms to Super Baby 1 transforms to Super Baby 2.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Next up, we have Trunks Sword, who's pretty good. No, he's not. His base form is better. He has Explosive Wave, which is obviously AoE. He has Burning Heart, which I think is Auto Sparking and stat buffs. Burning Attack, Burning Storm, and Shining Sword Attack, which are all not unblockable, just normal moves. And then his Ki Blast is freaking usable, I guess. I would never recommend transforming into him. I think Super Saiyan Sword Trunks is just better. But if you do decide to transform into him, you can pop his skill and then untransform. And then use the better version. So
Burning Speed or Burning Heart.
he's basically the same thing as this guy, so we're going to put them together. He's essentially the same thing as Super Saiyan Future Trunks, so we're going to put them together.
Yeah. The only blast power.
Now we're starting to get somewhere, bro. We have DBS Vegeta, Super Saiyan, who has Saiyan Spirit, and I'll get you for this. Saiyan Spirit, obviously, it's a general stat buff, but I'll get you for this is really good. What that one does, it gives you stat buffs, and the longer your combo is, the more damage it does. And that shit scales super high. So this guy gets some very good damage when he pop that. And then his special moves have nothing special, and then he can obviously transform into Evo. And he can fuse into some good stuff. So he is going probably right up there at number 1, I would say.
I would say below, maybe below
I would say at most he's under Kefla, but like he fuses into Super Vegito, so.
Yeah, and you can go into, he has
Yeah.
way more options.
So I would say he's just going number 1 right now. He's about to get no. He's not gonna get dethroned. I'm pretty sure. Now we have Vegeta Z early, who has Explosive Wave, Awakened by Anger, which I believe Awakened by Anger is a auto sparking, Maximum Flasher, Cosmic Impact, and Big Bang Attack, which have no special properties. And this guy does go into Super Vegeta, who's pretty decent. So this guy isn't too bad, but he's pretty bad. I would say he's better than Melee Trunks, but he has the same issue.
See Vegeta early.
Awakened to anger by anger does not give sparking. It is just step up.
Okay, so he is. I mean, I think he's still at the same place as Melee Trunks, though. No.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. So he doesn't have sparking, but it doesn't change his placement. He's still just as bad. Vegeta Z and Super Saiyan has Explosive Wave, Saiyan Spirit, which does not give auto sparking, it's just stat buffs, Final Splash, Infinite Blaster, and Cosmic Servo, which all does nothing, but he fuses into Super Vegito.
Yeah. Do we want to rank him high?
No, he's getting ranked low because you have to keep him in base. Because you need at least one person to stay base, so he's basically just useless. I would say he's at most like no, he's not even better than Majin Buu. He's just better than Evil Buu, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because once you transform into this, you can't go to Super Vegito. So you can't use that argument with this guy, because he's the one you want to keep in base because he's horrible. Now we have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta End, which again same thing, but he has Explosive Wave and Wild Sense, and he has Big Bang Attack, Infinite Blaster, and Infinity Flasher, which have no special properties. So he's just a slightly better SSJ Vegeta End, essentially. So that's where he's going to be going. And that is the entirety of DP6. Any last changes, guys?
No, it should be good. No, honestly, kind of like really good.
All right. We're almost at the end. We are now at DP7, which should be the last big category. And after that, it should start slowing down a little bit and start being less full.
Yeah.
We only have this many characters left, so we're getting to the end, man. We're getting to the end. So now we're looking at the DP7 characters. We have off the bat Broly Super Saiyan, who has Saiyan Spirit and Howl. Saiyan Spirit is a stat buff. Howl is a auto sparking. Gigantic Cannon, Gigantic Rage, and Gigantic Ball. At most, I think Gigantic Rage might be unblockable, but even that I don't think is true. I'm pretty sure this guy is really mediocre. He just has auto sparking.
Yeah,
What
he gets
character?
This is DBS Broly.
Okay.
His Saiyan Spirit is going to be used if you give him Howl, and Howl also gives.
Yeah.
I mean, he
It's
transforms.
like-
He just transforms,
into
yeah.
full power. Who's still not even like great. So
Dude, I had people thinking that full power Broly's ult is unblockable. They thought it was like Jiren's.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
actually, is it?
No, it's not.
That's
This guy
why.
is
Next up, we have Mr. Broly Z Super Saiyan, one of the best units in the game.
Guess who the top of DP7 is?
Yeah, he has Saiyan Spirit and Kakarot. Kakarot is an auto sparking stat buff. Saiyan Spirit also stat buffs. He has Bloody Smash and Trap Shooter. I think Bloody Smash is unguardable. And then he has a Racer Cannon, which is just a Racer Cannon. Bloody Smash might not even be unguardable, but it doesn't matter because he just goes into Legendary Super Saiyan.
His moveset doesn't matter. He could have Hercule's moveset, and he would still be the best DP7.
Yep. Because the thing is, base Broly's already good, and you can go straight from him into Legendary. So that you don't even need to think about this guy. Then we have Super Saiyan 2 Kabe, who I said was pretty good. He has Explosive Wave, Growth. Growth is, I believe, a auto sparking, and that's it. It doesn't give you any stat buffs, I believe. And he has Super Galaga and Galaga Rain and Final Stream, which is just standard stuff, and then he has good stats.
Well, he's better than Super Saiyan Broly. Really sad.
But Super Saiyan Broly transforms into something better, Kabe peaks. So Kabe would be lower.
I guess. So define better.
Barely, but yeah.
Like, yeah.
Where is SJ2
I
Kabe?
don't see it.
He's right there.
Yeah, there.
There he is. All right, cool. Next unit is Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa, who I said was pretty good. She has Wild Sense and Full Power. Full Power is just auto sparking. Wild Sense obviously is what it is. She's basically a mini G4 with an unguardable ult.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. She's going to be going above, I would say, DBS Broly because she fuses into Kefla. And she's the best version of Khalifa, so you're going to actually use her. And Kale's the one you keep in base form to transform to Kefla. So, there you go. we should have probably addressed that with Super Saiyan KO. But like, you can also just untransform her and then go to Kefla. You don't get bar back when you go untransform, but it's so easy to get bars that it doesn't really matter, you know? Now we have Final Form Cooler, who has some super armor. And then he has Psychokinesis, which is useless. Psycho Barrier, which is basically an evil barrier. Death Beam, which is useless. Death Chaser, which is useless. And Supernova, which isn't unblockable for some reason. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, definitely lower.
Yeah, he's going to be the worst unit so far.
I don't know if he's gonna.
He is probably going to end up being the worst unit in this tier, to be honest.
And he also doesn't go into super or like into metal cooler.
Yeah, he does not. Then we have Frieza Z Full Power, who has Psychokinesis, which is useless. He is long awaited for 100%, which gives him auto sparking and I think some stat buffs, if anything. He has Death Saucer, which I believe is not unblockable. He has Nova Strike, which you could check it. I don't think it is, because his Nova Strike I know is. His Nova Strike is unblockable. And he has the I'm the one who will kill you, which is basically his version of Anger Kamehameha. So he's pretty good.
Slicer and Nova Strike are both unblockable.
He has 2 unblockable moves. All right, man. All right, bro. So he's just better than fucking Super Saiyan Broly and Legendary Super Saiyan Bro.
Auto sparking, that's all it is. That's
So he's just better than Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is what I'm hearing.
What did they do to that Broly, man?
Like auto sparking, 2 unguardable moves. Like, bro. And he's only 7 cost.
And his one unblockable is only 3. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Slicer is like really good actually.
Yeah. Now we have Bojack, who has Psycho Barrier, Pump Up, which is a stat buff, Grand Smasher, Galactic Tyrant, and Galactic Buster, which I believe none of that is unblockable.
Yeah, pretty affordable character. Honestly, you put him below super.
Are they not the exact? I mean, at least Bojack's base is good.
I mean, that doesn't.
At that
that
point,
doesn't
you'd have to go by
contribute,
stats. Like, what's
Yeah, but like Cooler's has a less useful skill. He has Psychokinesis, which is worse than fucking Pump Up. And both of their special moves are horrible. They both have special armor. They're both slow.
Okay,
So
okay,
it's-
okay. But Cooler is cooler.
You've convinced me. Psych!
Oh,
Yeah, no. Cooler's staying at the bottom right now.
he's so bad.
We have Fusion Android 13 next, who has Android Barrier and Pump Up. So basically, it's the exact same skills as fucking Bojack. And then he has SS Deadly Bomber and Super Explosive Wave. Super Explosive Wave is an AoE, and SS Deadly Hammer is an unblockable ultimate. So he's pretty decent, actually. You know, he obviously auto charges key. So there's that. But Super Android 13 is pretty good, and I believe he does also have armor like Bojack and fucking other guys do. And you can transform into him instantly because Android 13 starts off with stuff. So I would say he's better than Super Broly.
Why is Super Broly so bad?
I do genuinely think Android 13 is top 3 right now. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. DBS Gogeta, who's going to the second highest of DP7, I'd say. Kefla is a fucking demon, man. Probably third. DBS Gogeta has a Wild Sense, obviously, which is a counter. Here we go, which I believe is auto sparking. Super Explosive Wave, which is an AoE, and then he has Big Bang Kamehameha and Super Kamehameha. And then obviously he can go into Blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta. Super Saiyan Gogeta does suck, so you do want to go straight to Blue.
His Here We Go also gives stats.
Yeah.
That's
So I would say he is probably right behind Caulifla, just because she has an unblockable ult and auto sparking, and she can go into Kefla.
yeah.
I think that's pretty fair. Next up, we have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who sucks. He has Explosive Wave, Full Power, which gives him auto sparking. And then he has Super Explosive Cannon, which is useless, Super Explosive Flash Strike, which is useless, and Super Kamehameha, which sucks.
This is a Gohan.
Yep.
Yeah, you can put it. That's fine.
Okay. Honestly, I would honestly say that he's better than DBS. But
No. Now that's cope. DBS Broly has an AoE at least.
would he better be, or would he be better than
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm not saying he's at the bottom. I'm just, I would say I'd say he's right there. I would say he's right there.
What they do?
His auto spark.
Explosive wave and full power versus growth and explosive wave. Isn't growth better? Is growth stat boost or is it just auto sparking?
I think they are the same protection.
Okay. Well, that is that. And then we have the probably the best fucking DP7 character in the game.
No.
In terms of just an actual DP7 character?
Yeah, in terms of actually
Yeah.
7 characters.
I mean, I would say he can rival Kefla, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm putting him at second. Yeah, yes. Kefla Super Saiyan 2, yes.
I mean, honestly, yeah. He gets an auto sparking explosive wave.
He has an auto sparking stat buff, unguardable beam. Kefla's is not unguardable, it's just an AoE.
His unguardable.
I'm pretty sure it's unguardable.
No? Kefla's is blockable. I've had people block it.
Really?
Yeah.
Swear to God, every time I get hit by that,
Yeah, that's just because you're not blocking fast enough.
I guess not.
Then we have Goku GT Super Saiyan 3, who is the worst of the GT Goku lineup. He has Saiyan Spirit and High Tension, which sucks. He has Super Kamehameha and Full Power Energy Blast Volley, which also sucks. And then he has Dragon Fist, which also sucks. The only good thing about this guy is he goes Super Saiyan 4, and then he can fuse into Gogeta.
Oh, we can't put him below Cooler.
I mean, if you have 6.
Where is he?
He could
Right
pump
there.
damage, but I don't know.
I would say he is probably right here with Bojack. He might even be worse than Bojack, honest. No, because he fuses. He fuses and he transforms. He fuses and he transforms. So
I would say he's.
I would say no, because Gogeta, Forku can even rival DBS Broly. Honestly, I would say he stops there.
Yeah, because he doesn't have.
Because he also remember he goes Forku and he can also fuse into G4.
Yeah.
Which honestly, if he wasn't so bad, I would put him above full power Frieza. But it's just he's so fucking bad. You never want to use this guy. You want to stay in Super Saiyan or base.
High tension Saiyan Spirit. I mean, he would like the same.
Yeah. Next up, we have God Goku, who also sucks in the game. Good job, Joe. He has God Bind, which is basically useless. And then he has Shenron Aura, which just gives him some stat buffs. And I think he does more combo damage, which is decent. But, you know, that's cool. And then he has God Kamehameha, God Impact, and God Burst Kamehameha, which none of those are unblockable. But he can fuse into Super Vegito, which he can't because you have to keep him in base form. So, he sucks. We're going to say he is probably just right there. Auto sparking. Auto sparking. Auto sparking. Bro, you don't want to transform this guy.
Yeah, no.
You remember you have to keep one person in base to go to Super Vegito.
I was also gonna say God Goku doesn't go with the thing for like we have to evolve him.
Yeah, you have to either de-transform, which means you wasted 3 bars going to God Goku or some shit. And which you don't want to do.
Yeah, no. He is the worst.
Bro, okay, here's the thing. There's 2 situations. One, you're either running single battle or you're running DP battle. If you're running DP battle, you're keeping this guy in his base form so you can go Super Vegito. And then 2 is if you're running single battle, and if you're running single battle, you're starting off with fucking Bluku.
But break through the limit.
Yeah, the limit where he sucks.
He has red hair.
They don't like you, God. Dude, I mean, they put him in the same DP as Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Z Saga, bro. Like, they do not like you guys. And then they also made him worse than Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Dokkan's the only game that likes this character.
So Super Saiyan 3 Goku has instant transmission, power up to the very limit. Power up to the very limit is just 8 auto sparking. I don't believe he gets stat buffs. He has Super Kamehameha, Super Dragon Fist, and Super normal Dragon Fist, which are all pretty good moves. Nothing special about them though. But the main thing with this guy is you can pop auto sparking, and if you have enough gauge, you can also pop instant transmission, and then it's kind of just like GG's, bro. Because instant transmission is very good in this game. But he also can fuse. Obviously, he's the one that you're going to be transforming, and he can fuse into Super Vegito, which is really good.
Sounds like he's worse than God.
I would argue he's better than DBS Broly.
I'd argue he's worse than God.
I think this is where this Goku stops.
Wait, how the base Vegito below Goku? How did you get that?
Because Kefla is better.
Man, that really is a sad thing.
Yeah,
I would say this is where this Goku stops.
I think so. Just because you get auto sparking.
Auto sparking, instant transmission, and Super Vegito.
Yeah.
Next up, we have
Is that dead Vegeta though?
you have to run the dead Vegeta, but you just don't transform the dead Vegeta. You just have him there to fuse, and you just get value with Goku while you wait. And then we have Super Saiyan Gotenks, who has a unblockable 4-bar move that is going across the entire screen in 2 seconds. Galactic Donuts. Then he has Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack, which is also an unblockable ult, but has horrible tracking. He has High Tension, which gives him pretty much hella ki, and stat buffs, which can do very high damage, and False Courage, which is useless. Super Saiyan Gotenks. Super Saiyan Gotenks is honestly going like right above 13 probably.
I don't know if he'd be better than 3.
I think individually he is, but it's the fact that Super Vegito exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, you agree?
Yes.
All right, Grade 8 Baby from GT. How the hell did we get to him before we got to Super Baby 2? That's crazy.
Yeah, but why are we in
But Explosive Wave and Howl, right? AoE Explosive Wave, Howl gives him auto sparking. He has Gigantic Flame, Revenge, Deathball Final, which is so final that it's not unblockable. And Super Galley Gun, which is also not unblockable. And then he's just a giant form.
Gigantic Flame is unguardable, but Revenge Ball and Super Galaxy
Yeah.
I mean, he has it.
and the slight foot mobs you can now
There is Super Grade 8 Baby. Grade 8 Baby is better than Godku. Better than Gohan. Better than Kabe. Probably better than DBS Broly. Nah, I'm kidding. He's not. Nah, he's not.
Bro, get that.
I don't agree, dude.
Bro.
He's that. He is. He's not worse than God Goku.
Revenge
But here's the thing, though. Why would you transform into this guy when he's worse than Super Baby 2?
Why?
Here's somebody who might be worse than God Goku. Spoiler: alert, she's not. We have Kale Super Saiyan Berserk, who has Cry of Rage, which I think is just stat buffs. Berserk Rage, which I think is sparking, and then Gigantic Impact, which isn't an unblockable, and Gigantic Throw, which also isn't an unblockable, even though it says Gigantic Throw, and then Berserk Blaster, which also isn't unblockable. Goo, could you check me on that just to make sure she has no unblockable?
Yeah, she has no unblockable. Cry of Rage is a paralyze, which is useless. Then auto sparking.
Yeah, okay. So this Kale, the thing about her Berserk Rage, she has auto sparking, and if she's fighting a Goku, she gets massive buffs temporarily. That's her whole gimmick. Other than that, she sucks. So you never want to, and you also never want to transform into her. You also never want to transform into her because if you do, then you can't untransform, and then getting Kefla is harder because then you have to de-transform with Caulifla, who's just a better unit. So Berserk Kale is pretty fucking bad. I would say she's worse than God Goku just because you can at least same thing. At least you can untransform God Goku to go to Super Vegito.
Because you would never want to go Super Berserk Kale.
Yeah. But I think this is the first unit in a while that's worse than God Goku. So there you go, Joe.
Yeah, I honestly would agree with that.
Then we have Super Saiyan 1 Kefla, who has False Sign and False Courage and Finish Sign, which are both pretty useless. She has Blaster Ball, Gigantic Claw, and Hexa Cannon Ball, which are also all, I'm pretty sure, pretty useless. I don't think any of those are AoE, and none of those are unguardables. Man, Kefla is really just a fraud until Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, but then
She's the god
really,
of the game.
really broken those. Yeah.
So Super Saiyan 1 Kefla is going to be going into, I would say, here?
Because you never want to go her, so like you're racing far.
Yeah, but you also never want to go base Gogeta.
That is true.
I would say she's just here because this guy is just too fucking good to even put.
Would she better be? Would she be better than Caulifla?
Honestly,
I don't think so.
I agree. I agree. I think honestly, if you can go straight to Super Saiyan 2 Kefla off the fusion, that might be the move.
Yeah.
I don't know how many bars you would need for that, but that might be the move if you can do it. But yeah. Let's go to Kid Buu. Instant transmission and sleep is what Kid Buu has. Pretty good, I guess. And then he has a Super Kamehameha, Mystic Combination, and Planet Burst, which I have no special properties. So he's pretty bad. He's pretty fucking bad.
Sleep is always like a hit or miss. You get it off, it's like really great. You don't get it off,
I want to say like here. Thoughts?
Over
Yeah.
Goku.
No, I think the look on it.
Why?
I mean, it's transmission, I guess.
Gotta go better.
And so-
I'll give you this. God Goku can go to fucking Vegito.
He can break through the
Yeah,
wall.
I would say he's worse than Goku, actually.
I'll just say that because he can go to Vegito. You can untransform him and go to Vegito.
Yep.
Plus, you would never want to go
Kid Buu raw, yeah. Majin Vegeta, another character you do have to go raw, but he is pretty good. He has Majin Awakening, which gives him auto sparking. Princess Pride, which gives him stat buffs. Final Impact Beam Bang Attack, which have no special properties. But Final Explosion is an AoE, unguardable, that does a lot of damage.
I believe it's 28.
Yeah.
It also puts you at 1 in each.
It does push it, so you don't want to miss.
I think he's on the higher end,
He is.
which I'm very happy about because I thought he was gonna be acid.
I would say he's... I would say he is right there. But actually, no. I'm going to say...
Put him below me. Right there. Well, yeah, no.
I would say that. The reason for that is this... She can fuse to Kefla. Okay? She can go to Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Because remember, this guy's peaking here, and you have to start with him here. This guy is basically doing what this guy's doing with his ult, but with 4 bars to key. Doesn't need sparking for it. Obviously, he has auto sparking, so he has that. This guy's going to Super Vegito. This guy's going to Gogeta Blue. And this guy versus this guy, the issue is he doesn't put himself at 1 HP to do what this guy does.
I mean, his stuff is different, but yeah.
It still does really good damage, though.
It does very good, yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Honestly.
And then Metal Cooler was instant transmission, and regeneration, so very similar to Kid Buu in that regard. Lock on Buster, which for some reason isn't unblockable.
You know,
Not Kid Buu, but like more like regeneration. Just
It's because Kid Buu has instant transmission and sleep, which is regeneration, basically.
yeah. Region's a bit better.
Yeah. I think sleep is better. It gives you a full key. Gives you full key and health. Not full health, but like... Yeah, you gotta get it off. That's the main thing. But he also has Finger Blast Barrage and Supernova, which also is not unblockable. So he's pretty mid.
I've never even looked at
So I would say he's probably just going right above Kid Buu, if anything. If anything, I think he might be worse than Kid Buu.
Oh, his lock-on Buster is unblockable.
Okay, so his lock on Buster is unblockable, so he's gonna go above Kid Buu.
Oh, and he can't charge.
Yeah, he can't charge. Yeah, that's fine though. That's not an issue. He has fucking other stuff. We're gonna say he's worse than God Goku just because God Goku can fuse.
Gotta do my dude.
You know what, Joe? I'll give you this. Just because God Goku can fuse, I'll give you this.
Yeah.
4 bars. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, it's just so cringe. To use 4 bars to go to God Goku, untransform, you don't get the 4 bars back. Like,
Bro, worth it.
it's not fucking worth it, bro. It's not
Yes,
fucking
it
worth
is,
it.
bro. Yes,
I
it
don't
is,
know,
bro.
I-
It's fucking true.
Metal Cooler,
Dude, the
honestly,
fucking true.
the only bad part about Metal Cooler is that you can't.
Yeah, no, I think God Goku's just that bad, man.
Yo.
Then we have a Perfect Cell, who has Instant Transmission Wild Sense. He has Perfect Beam, Perfect Rush, and Solar Kamehameha, which have no special properties. The only thing with this cell that's good is he has a combo reset built into his combo. So,
I still don't know what that means. I haven't tested that yet.
I'll show you. So Perfect Cell is going to be going pretty high on this DP7 list, but he's not that great. I'd say, honestly,
Like
Baby.
base stats.
Oh, you put a baby?
I think he honestly stops there.
Really?
Auto Sparkings. You don't need a...
How good is
He gets 2
It's not that
defensive
good.
Kind of,
Yeah.
moves. He gets transmission.
Let me show you.
Who has the better unblockable ultis that
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, man. Let's fucking... But yeah, that is what that is like. That is what that is like. Okay, now let's go to the next unit. Let's go back to character select. So disappointed with Cell, man. I'm so fucking disappointed.
I know, you literally best character in the game, and whatever. It's Alright, Super Baby Jim.
Alright, let me change the stream on Discord. Okay. So now the next unit to take a look at, I believe, is Super Baby 2. Yes, it is Super Baby 2. He has Explosive Wave and Full Power. Full Power is auto sparking. Explosive Wave is obviously Explosive Wave. He has Revenge Cutter, which is unblockable, Revenge Death Ball, and Final Flash, which have no special properties. And he can go into Super Grade 8 Baby, which is worse. So, yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. He is pretty good.
I think he's like, I think he's on just right above Grade 8 Baby now. I mean,
Super
do you
Baby.
want to put him above S Roll?
No.
Then yeah, he stopped it.
Yeah. I would say he stops right there. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next character to take a look at is going to be the GOAT, Mr. Superboo Gohan Absorbed. He has After Image, High Tension. High Tension gives him, I believe it is 2 key bars and stat buffs. He has a Super Kamehameha. And then he has Majin Beam, which is an unblockable 4-bar move. And then he also has a very, very fast, across the screen, unblockable ultimate in Super Ghost Boo attack. And obviously he transforms from a pretty good unit, which is Super Boo as well. So, he's going to be pretty high on this list here. We're going to say Buhan is at... Because he's literally just a better Super Saiyan Gotenks. He's just a little... He's honestly easier to get, because Super Boo to Buhan is way easier to get. I would say he stops there because of Vegito.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, but... Then we have Bootanks, who's fucking horrible. He has Explosive Wave and Regeneration. Then he has Galactic Donut Volley, which is not unblockable. Then he has Special Beam Cannon, which is also not unblockable. And Super Kamehameha, which is also not unblockable. But he at least transforms into Buhan, who is the exact same DP. So, if you're trying to run them alone, I don't know why you wouldn't just run straight Buhan. For that one, let's see. Where do you guys think Bootanks is going? He's going to be under Buhan, obviously. He's under Super Saiyan Gotenks. He's under MV. He's under 13. He's under Full Power. He's under this. Oh, Galactic Donut Volley is unguardable? Okay. That's actually decent then. But he's still going under these guys. I think he stops like right here. Maybe he just stops right here because he's basically just a better baby because he can transform into a better version. Next up, we have Mr. Janemba, who recently got an easy A on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. He has Mystic Breath, which is whatever. He has Dimension Shift, which is basically instant transmission. Then he has Evil Cannon, which is essentially useless. He has Lightning Shower Rain, which for some reason is not unblockable. And Dimension Sword Attack, which also I believe is not unblockable. The only thing that is unblockable in his kit is his Ki Blast, if you charge it.
So basically, he's not good. He's alright.
He's not good. You were right the first time.
I mean, hey, he's better than God Goku.
Yeah, that's not saying much, is it, though?
No, not really.
But yeah, that is what that's going to be. Yeah. Next up, we have Sen Shenron, who obviously transforms into Omega Shenron, who's pretty good. He has Mystic Breath and Explosive Wave, which are both, obviously Explosive Wave is good, but Mystic Breath is pretty useless. Trap Shooter, Blazing Storm, and Gigantic Blaze are all just standard special moves. They have no special properties. But he's just only good because he transforms into Omega.
Yeah, but you're just using it for, I mean, sure, Omega's pretty good. Omega's pretty good.
Omega, I think, is very good. Huh?
Yeah. One of his like moves is like pretty instant. It like puts something underneath the character.
Yeah, it's like
Gigantic Blaze.
It's like Nappa's Gigantic Storm.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
I would say he's better than Super Baby 2 because of his transformation. He's better than Bootanks because of his transformation.
I don't think they did.
Better than
I do. I do. I think Omega is better than DBS Broly.
Yeah, he is.
And then he stops there because of G4.
Yeah. It's so funny. Z-Bro says the copy but he's not good because Z-Bro is broken.
I mean, Z Broly is good. He has auto sparking on other shit too.
I mean, yeah, but like that's it. But like
Then he,
transform.
yeah, he's one key bar to become the best unit in the game.
It's actually 2, I'm pretty sure.
It's one. From Super Saiyan to Legendary, it's 1.
Totally.
From base to that,
For Broly, it's 2.
to go from
And, yeah, to go from Super Saiyan to Alex.
that would be.
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
I'm not sure. Either way, it doesn't matter though. I know it's 3.
no, yeah.
I know it's 3 total. To go from base to go that, I think it's 3.
You go from 67 to 69.
Yeah. Topo base has auto sparking with prior to propose. Justice is just stat buffs, and then nothing else in here is good.
Yeah, Topo. I don't think that's
Can go to
God Topo is pretty good actually. God Topo is pretty good. Yeah. So he does transform into something pretty good. So Topo normal is gonna go. Let's see. He's better than everything here. He's better than this because he transforms. He's better than this. 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 I think he stops at Shenron.
Yeah, that's no mega sense.
correction. It does take 2 bars for 2 skill gauges.
I thought that. Yeah, I thought
2 skill gauges for what?
to go from Straight Alex.
Isn't that what I? Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I said the opposite.
Yeah.
My bad. Because I just know it's 3 to go from base. So I don't because I usually just go from base.
Yeah, it's 1 and then 2.
Then we have Ultimate Gohan, which is gonna fucking pain me. He has Wild Sense and Power Up to the Very Limit. Power Up to the Very Limit is just auto sparking, and then all of his normal moves are garbage.
Yep, he's got to go through, but a little better.
He has auto sparking and Wild Sense. He's a mini G4.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's literally all G4 is. He just has auto. He's Wild Sense and auto sparking with stat buffs.
And
And his combos are actually like pretty decent.
I mean, Gohan's combos are really decent too.
okay. Before
He is better than this guy.
what he is because of how
I think he stops here because Super Baby 2 is unguardable. He honestly he probably stops here.
Yeah, no, he's not.
I would agree.
All right. Next up, we have God Vegeta, who's fucking cracked. He has Explosive Wave and Saiyan Spirit. Saiyan Spirit is, again, a buff where whenever you're comboing, the longer your combo is, the more damage you get, and it scales super high. And he obviously goes into Evo, who's very good, and he can also transform into Vegito, who's very good. And since he's the better of the two between Goku and Vegeta, you want to be playing with him. So God Vegeta is going to be pretty high right here. He is honestly going right next to Z Broly, in my opinion. Thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie, take
I
out,
don't know if
but I was
he's
very.
better than- like,
I mean, he's turning into blue Vegeta.
tell that you have to go up or down.
No. Because you keep
Guy.
you keep the Goku to fuse.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Because
only-
Goku sucks.
Guy.
Goku is garbage compared to Vegeta in this game.
Well, for their DPS form, yeah.
Yeah, for the it's the opposite for their other forms. For the DPS forms, Vegeta is gapping. And then we have fucking all right, man. God Vegeta's not gonna be in the second place for very long. Base Vegito's here. Base Vegito has Explosive Wave and High Tension, which is whatever. None of his special moves have anything crazy, but he goes to Super Vegito. So yeah, cool. That's all the DP7 characters. This is what it's looking like for DP7. Any thoughts? Any changes you guys want to make?
Nope, this is correct.
All right, let's go to DP8. All right, we're getting really close to the end of the road here. We are at number 8 on the DP now. We're taking a look at Anelaza, who has Howl and Ultrasonic Sensor. Ultrasonic Sensor is a counter. Howl is auto sparking. He has Warp Punch, which I believe is not. None of his moves are unguardable. He has Warp Punch, Spread Energy Blast, and Destruction Burst. None of his moves are unguardable. So he's probably gonna end up being the worst character in this tier. He's one of the worst giant forms in general, which is hilarious.
Giant forms, I mean, aren't. Yeah, aren't.
Then we have Emerge Zamasu, who has Immortal Body, which heals him. This is True Justice, which gives him auto sparking, and he can go to Corrupted Merge Zamasu. So I think he's pretty good
He's gonna be towards the top.
for
I
sure.
mean, we all know who's best here.
Yeah. Well, do we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we
I'm
do.
kidding. And then we have Super Saiyan Gogeta, who has Instant Transmission, Finish Sign, Super Kamehameha, Rising Vortex, and Stardust Fall. None of those moves have any special.
Yeah, he's really good at being horrible.
He's really good at transforming. That's what he's good at. He transforms into blue, but honestly, you could say Fusamasu and Gogeta Blue are pretty toe and toe. So I'm gonna say that Gogeta Super Saiyan is worse.
Because Fusamasu is better.
Arguably. And then we have no, I'm talking about like corrupted versus Masu versus Gogeta Blue.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. And then we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who obviously fuses into G4. He has instant transmission, and all I need is 5 seconds, which is so fucking stupid that literally only lasts 5 seconds. You get like no value out of it. But and then none of his moves have any special value either. So he's literally only really good because he has some good strings, good stats, and he can go to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yeah, you were tripping when you were saying he was good early on. Like, he's not.
Did I have him pretty low on my initial tier list too.
Yeah, you were saying he was good early on. What? He's like not good. He's just good to me.
Yeah, pretty much. I would rather use his base and Super Saiyan version.
I would say exactly. You lose the start game.
I literally would only transform him to go G4. That's it. But next up, we have a Blue Goku, who has instant transmission and Kaioken, and no other special properties on his special moves.
He also breaks through the list.
Yeah. And if you're at Blue Goku, that means you are not going to Vegito. Which, unless you have a base fucking DBS Vegeta, which if you do, you're selling the game. So we're going to say he's worse because G4 is better than Gogeta Blue, but obviously there's Super Vegeta that you can fuse into with this guy, potentially, if you keep a base Vegeta. But we're going to go with Forku because Forku is a much better than Blue Goku in this game, in my opinion. And then he fuses. Neither are that good, yeah. Then we have, okay, man. Yeah, the next unit is UI Sign.
Okay, well, he's the second best character in the game.
I would say he's the best right now.
Well, right now he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna end
He has even greater potential, and you'll never beat me. I believe even greater potential is just key, and you'll never beat me is auto sparking, I think. And then he has nothing special on his special moves. They're all pretty standard. It's mainly just that he goes to Master Ultra Instinct that makes him good. The next unit is Super Saiyan Goku Black Rose, who has instant transmission and auto sparking with stat buffs. And he can also fuse, obviously, into Fusamasu, so he can't be higher than Fusamasu because he is worse than Fusamasu. But he is, I would say, better than SJ Gogeta because he fuses into Merchamasu. Thoughts? Is that... Alright. Next up, we have Golden Frieza, who has Wild Sense and True Golden Frieza. True Golden Frieza gives him stat buffs and auto sparking. Wild Sense is basically... So he's basically just G4. Golden Frieza is basically just fucking G4. I would say Golden Frieza... He's literally just G4. No, he's not worse than... He's probably here.
Below Rose.
I was gonna say maybe he's better than Rose.
He can fuse.
He can, but he's also ass until he does that.
Him and him have the exact same kit. It's just a stat gap.
Like that.
They literally have the exact same kit.
They could have made Golden Frieza a little better, I think. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Not that good.
he's not.
He's
But
solid.
that's where we're gonna go.
Very soft.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go with Golden Frieza. Next up, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who's gonna be the worst unit in this tier. He has Vice Shout and Finish Sign, which are, both pretty shit. Victory Bazooka and Data and Missile Barrage, which are not unblockable. His ultimate is unblockable, but he doesn't have enough ki to even get that, so it's pretty bad.
Plus, you wouldn't want to go that over.
Yeah, he's the worst. He's probably the worst DP8 in general. Next up, we have Hit, who is very good. Hit has Ki Clone, which is basically After Image. And he has Time Skip, which is basically instant transmission. Hit has also Time Skip / Jump Spike, which is decent. Time Prison, which is also decent. The main thing is with Hit, his Assassin's Art hits you from across the screen almost instantly. It's basically an unguardable, man. It's so fast. You cannot react to that shit. But Hit is very good. Hit is very good. He is definitely going to be going, like... Honestly...
I'd say only one in front of Golden Frieza, right?
He doesn't have... I mean, I would say he's... Fuck, man. It's hard because of the fucking... Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I would say it is still blockable. The moment you start doing that animation, hold the block. I've never done
No,
it.
no. Because the thing is, if he does it mid-combo, your only option is to react to it, and you can't react to it.
We're at a point of some of the characters here are bad. It's besides anything on this. But like everybody else is good at it.
Yeah. Next up is Base Jiren, who obviously transforms into a very powerful unit.
Okay, well honestly, actually, I would have him as the second best character in the game. Well, first right now, I have him above
Meditate.
So here's the thing. Meditation is, in my opinion, really mid because you can Ki Blast. He should have had Ki Blast armor. I don't think that full power Jiren is better than Master Ultra Instinct.
I do.
I don't see why.
He's got explosive wave. He's got instant spark. He's got an unblockable hold. He's got really
Okay, you
fast
you do make a good point. Hold on, you might be cooking. Hold on.
Like, he has every tool you want.
Because okay, here's my thought process. Ultra Instinct has obviously he can dodge by just standing still, right?
I think that's a little overrated of a feature. Yeah, he loses a lot of keys.
He does, but my idea is he has that, and then he can go straight from that into perception, or he can go straight from that into block. Then on top of that, he has Ultra Movement, which is basically just Wild Sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're losing key from the auto dodge. So when you do a super counter, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, but then he has Auto Sparking to get the key back.
Yeah, but you're gonna lose these chains. You're gonna lose health.
I don't know, man. But the main thing I do agree with, the other thing is he has Ultra Barrage, which is a fucking basically an unguardable. That shit is so fucking fast.
Also like that's also
It's very good.
However,
Jiren
no, Jiren has an AoE, but Jiren also has an unguardable.
Yeah, but that it's one of the hardest things to get.
Yeah, so I'll agree with you on that one, because AoE plus unguardable I do think is better than just what UI has. I'll agree with you.
He did lose in the anime.
And then we have Super Saiyan 2 fucking Kefla, who has an AoE ult, auto sparking, Saiyan Spirit. Like,
I would put her at the third best.
you don't think she's second?
You put her above Sai?
I would say she's even better than Mastered, arguably.
Wow.
I don't know about mastered, but maybe.
I said arguable. I would say arguable.
I
would say.
she's close. She's like a top
Because, like,
6, 7 character in the game.
Both mastered Ultra Instinct and Spirit Full Power have the same amount of health as.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, because UI, yeah, what's it gonna do with the fucking AoE ult? UI's ult is not unguardable. It's not AoE. It's nothing. The only thing about UI's kit that's hard to deal with is his instant across the screen special move. With Kefla, she has the fucking AoE ult, and I think the AoE ult is enough to argue her better than MUI.
That's also like an instant one.
Yeah,
Well,
and she has auto sparking and Saiyan Spirit. I just think it's arguable. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I do think it's arguable.
I mean, you can put her above Master.
I don't think it's a big gap. Obviously, they're very equal, but I do think it's a gap between Jiren and these two.
Jiren.
Yeah.
Jiren literally.
Now we have Omega Shenron from GT, who has Wild Sense and Power Up to the very limit.
Well, I mean, it's only one stock.
Wild Sense and Power Up to the very limit. Power Up to the very limit is, I believe, the exact same thing as G4. It gives him the same stat buffs and everything. He obviously has just less stats, and then he has Wild Sense. Gigantic Blaze, same thing. It goes to where the enemy is. Dragon Thunder has no special properties. I do think minus Energy Powerball is unblockable. I don't think it is, actually. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have one.
it is nothing he has is unblocked.
Yeah. Okay. So for Omega Shenron, I will say,
He is strong, though. I do think.
yeah, I will say he is.
I think it's above his.
I don't think he's above hit.
I would go that
Yeah.
far.
I think he's basically the same as Golden Frieza.
He's better than Walter. He has next alpha.
Yeah.
That's my problem with hit. It just has a heavy HP deficit all the time. All the time.
Yeah, but like Hit has 2 fucking counter techs.
He does.
Because the thing is, like, Hit, okay, Wild Sense is good, but having After Image is just better because you get to dodge and then you get to do a full combo off of it. Because if they keep attacking after your Wild Sense, you'll be behind them. You get to give them free fucking back shots.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Hit is so good, because you can IT, give them back shots. You can hit counter, give them back shots. It's just so easy to give them back shots with Hit. So that's the main reason. Then after Omega, God damn it, man. We're at Z Gogeta. He has a movable stance, which is a defense buff. I'm the one who will defeat you, which he is not the one who will defeat you because he has no fucking special bonuses on that shit. It's just stat buffs. No sparking mode on that for some reason. And then he has Punisher Drive, which does hit you from across the screen. Same thing as MUI.
Isn't it blockable?
It is blockable, yes, but it's just very fast. It's hard to react to.
Better than Andy Lava?
Is he? Is he?
Is he? Probably not. He's better than Super Saiyan Goten.
I also have never seen this guy actually play.
Because he's not good.
I don't even think he's better than any of y'all, honestly.
Yeah.
He gets,
It's very close either way. They're very close.
I mean,
Okay, man.
I-
Okay, brother.
I thought it
is that like
This is the next character. Wait,
Is it Super Vegeta?
I was gonna say
he's not. Yeah, he's right there.
He just got it first.
people stands first, like
Yeah.
most
Super Vegito has after image strike and nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. He has after image strike.
After image strike while having very high
Yeah. After that, it is God of Destruction Topo, whose kit is Resolution and Hakai Aura. Both are just stat buffs. Hakai Aura is basically a key barrier, kind of like the androids have. Destruction Flash, Spirit of Destruction have no special properties. Topo's ult, however, is unblockable. That, he does.
Does he have an instant
No.
He loses it. He has it in base, but not transform.
Yeah, so you want to pop it in base and then transform.
Oh, Topo. Oh,
Yeah. So that's how you play Topos. You got to pop it in base and then transform.
wow, let's do that.
Yeah. But when he does have it, it is unguardable. But Resolution is good. It gives him really good stats.
We should put base Topo below S Broly then, I think.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Make that change real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he is probably right here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, because all those things really has going for him.
Is an unguardable ult.
Yeah.
The next up is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
I mean, you're running him just a few.
Yeah, you're literally running him just a fuse. He has Finish Sign and Explosive Wave, which also sucks. So, like, I mean, but he's just fusing into, like, a top tier character. So,
Yeah, he also does get more. No, I don't know. I think he actually is not that bad.
Got Topo?
Like, finish sign gives him like better stats.
not enough.
Wave, and then G Boy.
Oh,
I think he's going here?
I mean, wouldn't you just put him next to Forky?
No, because Forku is much better than him.
How? No?
With the health buff.
For one, when you transform into Forku, he gets better stats because of that. And then two, Forku has instant transmission. This guy has explosive wave and finish line.
You're never running.
Also, Forku can just de-transform into base or Super Saiyan, which are both better than both of these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
The stat diff is not enough. The stat diff is not enough to close that gap.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's like one of the only videos where I actually like
But after that, it is Blue Vegeta.
Okay, he is going pretty high. Probably below Jiren.
Yes. I honestly think Jiren is better.
Well.
Because you just keep boss spam into ult.
Yeah, I mean, considering you're just gonna. I mean, no, Jiren's a better character. Full power Jiren's a better character.
Yeah, because you just transform and then.
Yeah.
Because it's one bar. It's like 1 or 2 bars.
I still think Jiren's a good consideration for that character. It's him or Z-Broly.
Yeah, him and Z Broly are the same shit, but he has an AoE and Z Broly has a grab, and I think honestly that makes him better. But Z Broly, okay, but to be fair, Z Broly also has armor.
He does, but
One
Jiren
bar?
Jiren
That's
also
not
has
crazy.
explosive wave, which I'm pretty sure Broly does not have.
He does actually.
Does he? Oh my god, these characters are so dumb.
Yeah. Now we are at. That is it for DP8. Any changes you guys want to make before we move to DP9?
I mean, you
I
can
just
argue.
wanna
You can
point out
argue.
on Jiren, it is 2 bars.
It is 2 bars, but like 2 bars is nothing.
Ooh, it's not, but that is. Yeah, you can argue Jiren. You know, either way, you can argue that.
Like they're either equal or
Yeah.
I would.
They're equal until Jiren
really
transforms.
fast as well.
Yeah.
Like good luck trying to like.
Because you gotta remember, Vegito's not starting off the game with After Image Strike. He still needs to get 3 bars. So you will go to full power Jiren potentially before he goes into After Image.
That is.
Way before.
That is.
It depends on who's hitting their ass beat more. Because if you're losing, you get the bar more.
I hate that mechanic.
It should just be equal.
It should. It's such a bad.
I shouldn't be punished for being better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've lost matches because I beat the shit out of full power Jiren and he popped the.
2 Sparkings?
Yeah, he popped instant away.
Yeah.
Sparking just code me. TOD me.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Plus,
Like,
Jiren
I-
just
like-
attacks.
Like, dude, there was a Broly I was fighting last night. I beat his ass so hard, he's sparking me 4 times. And he still lost!
Like my fault for winning against you. I should start losing instead.
Like,
But yeah,
fair.
any last thoughts on DPA? Do we want to change anything?
No, the only thing I would say is Jiren Rubino arguable either way.
Yeah.
I think honestly that's fine.
All right.
Is
Let's move on to DP9. We're almost there, man. DP9 is
Yeah.
starting us off with DBS Broly.
he's gonna be bottom.
So, Wild Move is an instant transmission. Untamed Instinct is stat buffs and sparking mode. Gigantic Cannon has no special properties. Blaster Meteor is an AoE. And then Gigantic Catastrophe is just a normal ult.
I mean, he's all right.
Oh yeah, he is.
His competition
He's
is pretty
the
steep,
worst.
so his competition is pretty steep.
Actually,
Actually,
he's
yeah,
gonna be at the bottom and be at the bottom.
he's the worst character in this game. Yeah.
Next up is the best unit in the game, Z Broly. Explosive Wave, Kakarot, Grab, Unguardable Ult, Super Armor, Insane Key Blast.
His ult
Yeah.
is stupidly fast on top of that.
Yep, it's big and fast. It's big and fast.
The next unit is Emerge Zamasu, who has very high damage because Light of Justice gives him more damage the longer his combo is, and he has Explosive Wave as a get out of jail free card.
He is the
I
second.
would say better. Yeah, definitely better than DBS.
Better than DBS Broly. That's
We're gonna have a talk about Emerge Zamasu in a second.
Yeah.
Then we have Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, who has Ultra Movement, obviously as a counter, no backing down, auto sparking stat buff, Ultra Barrage, which is a super fast special move, and then everything else about him is pretty standard, and then he can also auto dodge.
he's better.
Yes. But I do want to talk about that towards the end after we finish this tier. Next up is Jiren. All right, then. I don't think we really need to talk too much about Jiren. Jiren has a fucking Keystorm, which is basically Explosive Wave that does damage. Strength is absolute, gives him stat buffs and freaking auto sparking. Heat Wave Megatron has no special properties. Overheating Blast has AoE. And Omega Heat Megatron is, for some reason, an unblockable beam.
Yeah. So I mean, these are the two best characters.
So-
Broly and Jiren.
Yeah.
Really arguable either way.
So I do want to talk about this real quick. I do think you can argue Corrupted Zamasu above UI, because when this guy gets his freaking combo going, his damage is ludicrous.
Notice how when you said if you get a combo going in a game where you're not able to get combo going.
Exactly. That's why I said we're gonna talk about it, because that's the main issue. You gotta get a fucking combo going.
You have to play against somebody who doesn't know how to mash up and square on it.
Dude, I swear I've been mashing up in square and nothing fucking happens, bro.
I don't know what to tell you. It works pretty well for me.
I know it worked pretty well, bro. I was fighting Goog this morning, outplaying the shit out of him and everything, and then just perfect counter, perfect counter, perfect counter, perfect counter. We're on DP10, the final freaking tier, brothers. We are here. We've been recording for almost 4 hours, so
That's crazy.
yeah.
God.
That's how long it takes to make these fucking lists, man. But nice little yap session. Anyways, DP10, we're starting off with Beerus. Beerus
In the game.
Beerus has Sleep, which is a move for sure. It gives them key and health.
Basically, he does high damage, and then he has sparking, and then he has an unblockable that's big.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all Beerus does.
That's what he does, which is solid. He's solid.
Which is pretty solid, yeah. Then the next unit is G4, who has the best stats in the game. He has a Wild Sense and power up to the very limit. And he has nothing else on his special moves that's special.
He has no unblockables, but he is best DP10 based off of how
You can also
high
after
his
image
damage
just say bang.
I honestly want to say this.
No.
What's the stat difference between Beerus and Gogeta?
I will find out. About 150.
So you're telling me 150 stats is making up for the unblockable ult that Beerus has?
G4 has 400 more attacks, man.
How much more key does Beerus have?
Beerus
I
has
mean,
nothing.
also, Gogeta does have Wild Sense, which is better than
Beerus only has 14 attacks. And Beerus also has less health.
I don't know, dude. Unguardable ult. I feel like they're at least close. Like
G4 can literally just wow, that's so.
Also,
No, you can't. Wild Sense doesn't work on unguardables.
What active strike does? Why does it want?
I could not tell you, bro. We tested it.
No.
We tested it with Roshi. But both Mafuba and the lightning attack that Roshi has goes through Wild Sense.
That's actually. That's actually.
I think it's just a timing thing, where it's like if it hits you instantly, Wild Sense doesn't go off. But if it's like long range, it might go off. That or you have to be. We could test it out, but I think if you're close to them, Wild Sense will go off and counter.
Were you like mid attack or something?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
We can test it. We can test it though. We can test it after we finish the tier list. The next unit is going to be Gogeta Blue, who I feel like is a very skill expression character. If you're very good with him, you can get very good value out of his counter, which is a 1-bar counter that can basically counter anything in the game except for most ultimates that are high tier. Like it doesn't work against G4's ult, and it doesn't work against like Beerus's ult.
Counter everything except for the good things.
But it does counter like beams and shit. Like if somebody tries to Big Bang Kamehameha you can counter that.
Nobody gonna beat you, bro.
Hey man.
Keep a straight head.
No, it's not.
Big.
No, it is. He's a fucking. And then he also has instant transmission. Yeah, but why block when you can do that? Yeah, he's definitely worse than the other two. He doesn't have an instant sparking, and he doesn't have an instant key game.
You never have enough block.
Nope.
I'd say he does.
Wow, you actually.
Then the Vegito Blue has settling the score, which is a stat buff, full power charge, which gives him full key, God Kamehameha, Mega finishing blow, God final Kamehameha.
He's also horrible.
Yeah, but I would say that he's better just because he can get a full key bar.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight you on it.
Yeah, they're both horrible. It's arguable. Yeah. And then the final unit is Whis, who does auto dodge for free key. He has sleep to heal, or a snack time to heal, and then he has a barrier to get out of stuff. And I mean, he's probably just better than these blue fusions, if even that. Honestly, you could say Whis is even here. These guys are all very close.
I would call it.
Yeah. I would say more so this, but these guys are all very close to each other.
I think I'm happy with this. Looks about right.
All right, that is every single character in Sparking Zero organized from best to worst based on DP, man. That is the tier list.